That nigga that gain, nigga that like not gain weight, the nigga that lost weight, lifted weights or some shit doing with some weight. So he big as hell, man. Man, they said nigga got muscles and shit, man. So he ain't bullshit this time.
I like red balls, I like light skin, that's like hello.
GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
I like red balls, I like light skin, that's like hello.
GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
Yo, what up? What up? What up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we can get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere we're in the world you could be, but you chose it right here with me, BABGOG, man. And I appreciate y'all pulling up on me. Let's get into it. Now, again, man, shout out to Terence Crawford, the undisputed, two-time undisputed boxing champion of the world, lightweight division, and now welterweight with division, first time welterweight undisputed champion. And it's been a lot of stuff going on, man, since this fight. For one, it being extremely underwhelming of sorts, from what everybody expected it to be. Just complete domination by him to Errol Spence. Shout out to Errol Spence, man. Still team Big Fish, strap season, man down, all that over here, man. Hopefully my boy is getting well recovered and prepared for the rematch that he said he's gonna take. But hey, the to the victor goes the spoils, and the man of the hour, hell, the era, as he said, is Terence Crawford. Funny thing about it now is on Twitter it's trending, and they're showing the story of I guess the interview he had when he was, I guess he was just becoming a welterweight or whatnot, and pretty much his mother just explaining just how horrible of a fucking parent she was, just completely totally horrible. And again, brother, that's no disrespect to your mother, man. I mean, I understand, your mom is your mom, but what we as black men come to learn, bro, is some of the worst emotional and physical abuse you ever experienced it comes from your mom. Okay. And you learn over time as you get older that, their way is definitely not the right way. And, all these things that we get told, I put food in your stomach, I put a roof over your head, I put clothes on your back, is the fucking bare minimum that any motherfucking parents has to do anyway. And again, if you don't do it, you go to jail. Okay. Um, a big part of the red pill rage that black men go through, I say it all the time, man, is realizing the first woman to ever deal with you, the first woman that's responsible, the woman that's responsible for you even being here, is supposed to motherfucking be willing to kill and die for you in that order if necessary, is your biggest betrayer, is your first and your biggest betrayer. And in situations like Terence Crawford, um, this is why I talk about the mercifulness of black men, especially men, but black men especially, man, that we never get credit for that. You know, women do the most diabolical shit, man, the dirtiest shit. And you supposed, man, be a man. Hey, man, don't be no bitch and complain about it, bro. Just deal with that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how the game go. Gotta play the game. You know what I mean? That's the cards you dealt, nigga. That's the bed you made, nigga. And a lot of time, brother, it's not even you making the motherfucking bed. It's the bitch you fucking with. So when a woman goes out here and does some diabolical shit, be it your own mom, be it a woman that you're romantically and intimately involved with, you're just expected to motherfucking, grin and bear it, as they say. All right. Lo and behold, at the same time, they always want to keep talking about, even though we know the rate is highest in lesbian relationships, highest rate of domestic violence is lesbian relationships. Everybody wants to go to and talk about just how violent these men are with these women, when again, that's the minority. I say again, major minority of men. Okay. Not even 10% of fucking black men are abusive. Okay. All right. But when you start talking about these lesbian relationships, everybody wants to forget. Everybody's going to look away from it. And then the most deadliest ones also are fatality rates, also lesbian relationships. Shout out to Pink Book Lesson. She just covered this thing about the dude, unfortunately, that killed the mother of four up there in Atlanta, around Atlanta. Husband and wife going through it, and somehow, some way, he ended up killing her. Allegedly, say allegedly. There, it's under investigation. Is not found to be definitely him, but it's suspected that he murdered his ex-wife, and that's very, very unfortunate. But again, man, there's never going to be, I have to remind people of this, there's never going to be this utopia. There's never going to be this paradise where there's no murder, no rape, no stealing, drug dealing. It's never going to happen. There's always going to be evil in the world, man. All right. You're never going to eliminate it by 99% or 100%. It's always going to happen. And unfortunately, again, men and women are victims of it. But let's go ahead and get into this, man. And shout out to pretty sure Tommy covered this. Tommy Sotomayor covered this a while back. I think when this actually came out for whatever reason. And it's trending again right now on Twitter. So you know how that nigga get. So he's like, I did it. That nigga got that motherfucking he got that Little Richard syndrome. Woo! And they got the Little Richard. I did it first. So nigga, we give you your credit, nigga. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Fair use. Let's go.
I think that's where all the pain came from. When I go down to the neighborhoods that I grew up in, that just remind me and reflect back off where I came from.
3169 Larimore Street. Take me back to your block.
That's where it all started at. Me going in the street, putting on the gloves, me fighting in the alleys. Just a typical bad kid running the neighborhood.
What did you say when he was born?
I remember he came out with his hands balled up. The son I wanted. His dad said we got $1 million baby boy.
My dad used to tell my mom I was gonna be a world champ.
I told him we would be.
Imagine, because of her going back and forth and her vitriol for his father, that she put a curse on her son. Tell y'all, man, this is why it's really sad. And before there's any money ever spent, before there's any check cut, the most important thing that will come from any reparations would be immediate, mandatory mental health for all black people. Can you imagine, bro? Not even being able to talk, not even being able to understand speech, and your newborn child came out, and the first words you speak over him is a curse of he ain't ever gonna be shit. Lo and behold, shout out to Terrence, man. Again, we never get the credit, bro, for the forgiveness and the love that a black man has. Even and this is why I say, man, the hardest niggas in the world, bro. You know what I mean? They ain't out here killing and stealing and drug dealing and whatnot. They're the people that, hey man, I got something to lose. I don't feel like motherfucking crashing out and going too far over words, over an argument, over something that's, I don't feel like taking somebody's life and changing my life majorly, having to fight for my life over a disagreement. I'll be the puss ass nigga. I'll be the hoe ass nigga. I'll be all this other shit and I'll walk away. Now, lo and behold, now, if you force it, lo and behold, again, some of the toughest men in the world, bro, all right, don't got no bodies. But could have had plenty. Toughest nigga in the world, bro, is a motherfucker walk around here with not one motherfucking scalp on his record, bro. And if and when he wanted to, but you don't get credit for that. Oh, puss ass nigga, oh, hoe ass nigga, oh, bitch ass nigga. Yeah, bro, you right. You got it. That's why I never, ever approach nobody out of disrespect. All right. I understand, bro. Again, one of the fortunate things about being a non-street nigga is you get to stand on the motherfucking sidewalk and learn everything you need to learn. Graduate level courses, bro. Because that disrespectful shit, bro, get you up out of here quick. You matching the levels as it go and being prepared and understanding what level comes next. And already being there, if you need be, save your life and theirs. I done been in a situation where straps done been pulled. I done been in a situation where motherfuckers' guns done been shot. All right. Fortunately, like I said, I was not the one motherfucking shooting, but I was the one standing on the end of the other end of a motherfucking pistol one time. All right. And this is shit, again, man, that a lot of us, bro, go through. And hold on. Nigga, I put that in all my shit. Stop playing. I put featuring all the time, bro. Come on, don't do that, brother. Stop it. Yeah, yes, brother. Yes, it still stings a little bit. Yeah, he won. The better man won. Yeah. Yeah. Again, this was back then when he was still the lightweight championship. Yeah, nigga, what the hell? How the hell you been around here this long? You act like I ain't been did this, nigga. I'm featuring everybody, nigga. Get out of here. Like a CD cover, like your ass one in the 2000s.
Clarence's father, your husband, shipped out.
Mhm.
So now you're here with 3 kids. What was that like for you?
If Bud was around the corner fight, somebody gonna come and tell me. I'll go around and get him, snatch him up, and bring him home.
And
you know what time it was.
he got whooping.
He sure did.
What kind of whooping?
An ass whooping with a belt.
Tell me about Deborah and Terrence. It's a complicated relationship.
Man, she has her own ways to motivate her son. She has her own way of loving her son.
Now, look at this, how other black men can interpret the dysfunctionality and the toxicity of a mother-son or just parental relationship and try to navigate it for an outside source and explain it and make it palpable, right? To make it digestible, to make it understandable for the outside source. They'll be like, hey man, This woman should have had her children taken. Take them kids. Listen. This is a woman that told her son, newborn son.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck the kids?
Yeah. Fuck this kid. Fuck the kid? Yeah. Your own mama said, fuck them kids as soon as you were born. Crazy, man. Shout out to Dolomite, man. Psychological effects his mama put on him. He beat a lot of niggas in the ring. Yeah, man. And it's gonna be crazy when you hear him talk about it. On the other because I was meaning to do this before and just now on the Pivot podcast. That was a wonderful interview he had.
But they love each other, man. They two peas in the pot together.
You kept telling him, "Are you never going to amount to anything?" Did you really believe it?
Some things that I said to him, I wanted him to be a man. Don't be afraid of nobody.
That's a hard lesson to learn. You're 12, 13.
Yeah, but he had to learn it.
How'd that make you feel?
It filled me with rage. And every time I stepped foot in the ring or anything that I ever did, I just wanted to win so bad so I can prove a point to her.
How'd you think he did?
Again, man, that validation, and it's what I say too. Listen, man, I don't think you niggas understand just how much the reason why the dick and pussy conversations or whatever will never stop, and why Black men are so related to their ability to deal with women and be successful with women as a part of their manhood does lie in part to the fracture in the mother-son relationship. The son-husbandism, shout out to Mr. Palmer, right, is really, man, a condition. Almost fucking exclusive to the Black community. And it's why I tell y'all, man, for real, y'all don't understand just how deep some of this shit run. The way to see niggas make it, man, and what you seen niggas come from, what you seen yourself come from, bro, crazy. Crazy, bro. Just think back to some wild shit that happened to you, bro. From a parental standpoint. You made it through. You hell, some of y'all survived. And you grow up to have children of your own. And then you saw yourself slipping into one of those situations and you had to catch yourself and not repeat what was done to you. Telling you, man. It's crazy. Shout out to my man, Sidelits. Shout out to you, brother. Thanks for the 5. Bro, that whole ass whipping is great again should not be geared towards kids. The kids. Well, to a degree, no. It's a part in the whole, man. Again, everything, as they say, shit rolls downhill. The parents, that's why I strongly believe in this new this 2024 crime bill that's going to happen. Oh, and it's going to happen. It's going to come with parents being punished for their children's actions. Oh, but trust me, believe that shit. Parents have become too irresponsible. Parents have become too reckless. Parents, especially women use their kids, use children as a source of income and security. In order for this to stop, you're going to have to start punishing the parents. That's the only way it's going to change. These little kids out here, dealing, skilling, and killing and all this other shit. I'm telling you, it's going to come with it. And I'm going to fucking applaud it because you know who don't have to worry about it? The responsible parents. The parents that are fucking doing what they're supposed to do for their kids. The parents who know where their kids are and what their kids are doing for the most part. Again, you can't be with the kids 24/7, 365. No, duh, dummy. But when you are a parent and you put that responsible fear, okay? The responsible fear of what will happen to them once you find out, they tend to make better decisions, especially when there's a father involved. Brother, that's why to make ass whoopings great again is a part of it. So part and whole, it shouldn't be totally geared towards the children, but being that a lot of these children are no longer being, corporally punished, and again, that isn't the first step. Talk to your child first, okay? Try to do, different things and whatnot, but when that's not working, hey, whoop that ass. And I'm not beat them. No, ignoring the shit we had to deal with. No stitching cards, no motherfucking race car tracks, none of that shit. Belt to ass or paddle to ass or whatever. That's what the ass is made for. And I learned this because again, man, if you guys don't know, and this is why I say resources and things are very, very important. Find a person that works for Child Protective Services, or person that's like a caseworker for, what do you call it? A social worker or something like that, and see what the parameters are and the laws for as far as physically punishing your kids. Because in most cases, the biological parents legally can punish their kids. You just can't leave marks and shit like that, so on and so forth. So yeah. Hey man, I greatly appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to my man Brandon Green, always coming through, bro. You preaching, bro. I appreciate it for the 2, brother. And of course, brother, you always follow up with another 2, man. Yesterday I was thinking about growing up. Hey man, we all do at times. Shout out to man, 2014, man. Didn't get a chance to say anything because I was working yesterday, but good stream yesterday. Keep throwing them bowls. Fantastic. Hey, I greatly appreciate you, brother. Always appreciate you guys' support, man. Yeah, man. Hey, we gonna cover that too, KP. With goddamn a tire. What the hell? Your granddaddy the Michelin man, brother? Come on, man. Yeah, come on, man. Bro, I got 140 people in here. Come on, bro. It's Sunday. Y'all be benevolent and hit the goddamn like button. It's free. Y'all give me all this money. You can't hit the motherfucking like button and it's free. Come on now. Yeah, we ain't gonna do the murder man dance this early. Come on now. Hold on now.
He did good because he was around here beating up everybody in the neighborhood. I paid the kids, I said, if y'all gonna whoop Bud, I give y'all $10 a piece. Can I whoop him?
You went out on the street.
Yeah.
What's now Bud Crawford Street.
Yeah.
And offered $10 anyone who can kick my son's butt.
Yep.
Bruh, imagine your mama not only telling you you ain't shit, you ain't gonna be shit, you can't do shit, to get you motherfucking jumped by niggas and giving them a money incentive. How much of that money you think Bud got? How many of them $10 did Bud get if he didn't get whooped? You think? Again, man, this is why when motherfuckers say Black Jesus, right? Bro, it's not even a religious thing or what's, and work with me here. I know this idolatrous or whatever, but just work me. I'm work with me, okay? Or blasphemous, okay? But bro, niggas may not be Black Jesus, but as close as you can get to it, because niggas not only turn motherfucking water into wine, nigga, they turn motherfucking shit into sugar. Nigga turn motherfucking sewage water, nigga, into motherfucking Louis the 14th or 15th, whatever the fuck it is. Niggas are put in the worst possible fucking conditions, man. That get it out the mud shit, that get it out the trench of shit, and niggas literally build. Bro, look at Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s thing, man. Floyd Mayweather Jr. And these boxers are just a different breed. Boxers, man, when it comes to overcoming adversity, crazy stories. Floyd, for y'all that don't know Floyd's story, Floyd's father was a boxer, ended up becoming a drug addict, ended up doing time, poverty, impoverished, all this stuff, whatever. And this man literally worked his way up, man, to being the greatest of all time out of the worst fucking conditions. That motherfucking grit and determination, man. When you seen the worst of the worst, what the fuck you got to worry about, bro, once you at the point of you, you know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson, same thing. Bernard Hopkins. I don't think Roy Jones was too bad off. Roy Jones had both his parents, and Roy Jones wasn't too crazy, but yeah.
A lot of takers.
Yeah,
don't-
kids in the neighborhood. Couldn't nobody whoop them.
What did he tell you that?
He told your mom, I told you I'm the best.
What came first, the mean or the talent?
I think the mean came first. When I first started boxing, I just could fight. I couldn't box. All my coaches were like, he got heart. He ain't scared of nothing, he can fight. That's when they started teaching me technique and the art of boxing.
A good deal of what you remember of your childhood was you getting whooped all the time by your mom.
I was getting kicked out of school and doing bad things. I think getting whooped, that just made me immune to pain.
Explain that to me.
Well, I was always getting in trouble. So I was always getting a whooping for something. So at a point in time, it just became numb to me. Well, it ain't gonna hurt. It ain't nothing but a belt or something.
First time it hurt though.
Yeah, I was a little kid.
And at some point, the whooping stopped.
Yeah, I wasn't having all that.
He was 13 when he said, Mom, you're not gonna whoop me no more. And he took the belt from me.
I grabbed the belt and told her, you ain't about to hit me no more. Oh, that's.
And all of us come to that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? All of us come to that moment, and this is why, again, the dynamic of the black family and the black man, and why we have so much difficulty, man, in adulthood, is because, again, the woman is supposed to be the nurturer, not the punisher, not the enforcer, not the disciplinarian. But for so long, we go through that and deal with that ourselves. And then you have to, you know what I'm saying? That's why you tolerate so much bullshit from these bitches. Black men have this thing for, just bitches, man, and just horrible fucking women. Because again, you correlate the difficulty and actually the physical abuse and pain with love. Why? Because your mother was playing outside of her role. She's the one beating your ass. And then, on down the line, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere hugs and kisses and shit. Again, what does that make your mind think? Well, this person's hurting me, right? But they love me. You know what I'm saying? You got a woman that's out of her element trying to emulate masculinity the best she can. And in order for her to get what she has to get, she has to overemphasize. She has to overbeat. This is why the extension cords and the motherfucking mop sticks and all that shit got to go down. Because, hell, she can't have the motherfucking force no man got. Shout out to Sister George and Concrete Rose on the breakdown. They was talking about how they don't whoop their kids and their kids didn't cry. I'm like, man, the hell? At 6 years old. I'm like, bro, I thought y'all done really lost the recipes, man. I thought black mamas had nigga our age growing up. Every black mama, nigga, grandmas too had an ass whooping trophy on the goddamn nigga. She had an ass, like you said, what it said on Comic View. She had an ass whooping trophy on the goddamn, on the mantle, on the chest of drawer. You know what I'm saying? Don't you run. All kinds of poses. And they telling me they couldn't whoop their kids at 6 years old and make them feel pain? What the hell going on, man? Shout out to me, Mike, bro. Fellas, you want a good woman, go to an HBCU. If you want Crawford's mom, don't enroll. Shout out to me, Mike, man. Shout out to me, Mike. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. Listen, bro. When we was kids, bro, stop. Crazy. Don't you run. Nigga, Mr. Fantastic didn't have shit on them, mom. You could not outrun that arm, nigga. Fast twitch muscles and motherfucking reflexes, nigga. Shit, when nobody be no motherfucking black mama, nigga. No, not a baseball, nigga. Not a football, nigga. The fastest hands, bruh. Shout out to Prophet Thought Series, man. You know it. You know it, TPOT.
That's out the window. I ain't getting with no more.
Did that change you?
No, I think I got more respect, from my mom.
You once told me I was fighting for her approval, for her to tell me she was proud or happy, but she never would So I stayed angry. Explain that to me.
When she always telling you you're gonna lose or you're not good enough or you're gonna get your ass kicked or things like that, it's like, okay, when I win this tournament, she's gonna say congratulations or good job or I'm proud of you. But it never happened.
What he remembers is all those years wanting for you to say,
I love you.
yes.
Yep. Yes.
And you didn't do it.
Nope.
Now, what everybody's gonna say, black women especially, see, well, it worked. She knew what she was doing. See, what you complaining for? It worked, didn't it? It worked, ain't it? He a champion. He a 2-time world champion. What your son do? Well, for one, my son ain't grown yet. One. And two, that has totally nothing to do with her being still an unbearable, horrible fucking parent and bitch. It doesn't wipe that away. This man is still telling you as a grown man, this few years back, that what my mother did hurt me. And she purposely held back from congratulating me or validating my skill and my success in something that I've done. Literally, that she forced me into because she had niggas paying. She was already paid niggas to whoop my ass in the street. What else could fucking Bud Crawford have done? His mama turned him into a fucking fighter by force. You living in a motherfucking poor neighborhood of niggas, Omaha, Nebraska. You know, I could imagine the motherfucker. You ain't finna out stamina this little nigga. He been fighting the whole neighborhood since what, 10? You know how many niggas go line up? Yeah, nigga gotta be tired by now. He gotta be tired by now. Yeah. Shout out to Brandon again, man. My mom used to braid the switches on the tree. Yeah, man. We all had a little bit of that.
I grew up not liking the word. Why? I don't know. Never liked the hugs growing up as a kid. I never liked nobody to kiss me growing up as a kid, and it just grew with me as I got older.
And this is why I say too, man. This is why I say the mental health aspect of it. So basically, because she never received love and affection, shout out to motherfucking Future and Rihanna, right? Basically, she never felt the nurturing herself. She refused to even try to adopt it for her son. It was good enough for me, so it's good. It's gonna work for you. I ain't have no daddy, so you don't need no daddy. Did nobody love me, so you don't need no love to make it. And lo and behold, man, like I say, so many brothers, man, turn the worst motherfucking situations, man, into a triumph. And all the shit that you had to go through gets overlooked because, you know, we rich now. We famous now. I'm a champion now. So his mom ain't never got to apologize for the shit she did for him to get here because she can claim now, oh, this is why you here. That's why I was so hard on you, son. That's why I didn't give you no hugs. That's why I didn't give you no kisses. That's why I said you ain't gonna be shit as soon as you came out of the motherfucking pussy. It worked, son. Black man. I keep telling y'all this, bro. Superheroes and shit don't exist, nigga. But a lot of times, man, some of you niggas are close things to it. Putting this shit in myself, personal situation or whatever, for the first time, man, in my lifetime. Sat down with a psychologist last week. You know what I'm saying? Getting ready for whatever this transition and shit, whatnot, what have you. And I heard the term hyper independent. Hyper independent. Had never before this day from an actual psychologist heard the term hyper independent. And she linked that to shit that went on with me in my childhood. You know? Right? I told y'all, man, I'm solo. I'm 90% of the time, man, all I need is me. My kids and stuff love them to death. Outside of that, bro, I'm good. Hop in my car, drive around, ride around, walk around, whatever. Most of the places I go somewhere, I'm by myself. But again, I ain't by myself, nigga. Don't get it fucked up now. I always got a minimum of motherfucking 15 friends with me. You feel me? So again, take that as you will, okay? But again, man, you know, hyper independent, right? And due to a lot of things that you know, I dealt with and went through at my childhood. And another thing she kept saying was, "Oh my God, you're so resilient. You're very, very resilient." And I'm like, whatever, you know, it's life. And like I told y'all, man, it's like, you know, we downplay our own shit to make it to function. I don't think again, that's why I be telling y'all this shit, man. You got Tony Robbins and you got, you know, other motherfuckers out here that tell the rest of the world, you're great. You're doing great things. You woke up today. You're a you're almost perfect person. Niggas ain't got that shit, man. So many of us go through every day, motherfucker, running on fumes. You know, that's why I say it should never be a point where, man, what y'all niggas throwing my dick and pussy? Y'all niggas throwing my dick and pussy. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Bro, it's niggas again, bro. Tony Robbins charges people thousands upon thousands of fucking dollars to fill up a stadium for them to come and him to fucking not even deal with him on a personal level and tell him you're doing great. You're going to do better. And yeah, get even better and better and all this other shit. Motherfuckers go to church every fucking Sunday. TD Jakes and Joel Osteen and all this other shit, and they give them that motherfucking 10% out of their check automatically every fucking month for them to tell them the Lord is gonna bless you. He's gonna bless you. A blessing is coming. A blessing is coming. A blessing is coming. So why the hell can't we talk to each other, man? What's up, my nigga? Doing good? Good. Keep going, my nigga. Killing that shit, bro. I know it don't seem like much. Don't seem like nothing. But hey, bro, it could always be worse. You ain't homeless. You know what I'm saying? You ain't broke. You know what I'm saying? You ain't crazy as hell. You're doing good, brother. You're progressing. That's it. Just keep getting better a little bit more every day, bro. That's what this shit supposed to be about. We all we got, nigga. We all we got. Nobody else gives a fuck. Hell, most of us don't give a fuck. Because again, that's who telling niggas to shut up? Other niggas. Oh, nigga, you just complaining, nigga. You can't get no pussy, nigga. Oh. Shout out to Silas again, man. Imagine a black man was saying this stuff. Yeah, imagine, bro, if a black man said this shit to his daughter or even his son, oh my God, he'd be crucified. Look at again. Look, I was gonna do this too because it linked into it, and I'll get into that part of it when we do the the second part. Let's finish this up.
She hate that word. She said love is pain. Her support was in a different type of way, you know, it was in a negative way. But when I got older, I noticed that it was her negative way that pushed me to be great.
See that? See that crazy ass shit right there? I promise you, man. This man sat down with any motherfucking psychologist, any type of licensed therapist, any type of person, bro. They would tell him, no, brother, no. No, brother. That's a coping mechanism that you made up for yourself because you're a very strong, resilient person. You have that fucking warrior spirit, and your body, your mind created a fucking coping mechanism for you to transform just dysfunction from your mother into motivation. You made you a fucking champion, Terrence, not your mama. You did, brother. Your mother was literally fucking rooting against you, dog. From birth. Birth, my nigga. Shout out to Football Junkie. Again, bro. That's why I tell y'all, bro, one of the most important and most difficult conversations you're gonna ever have in your life is that fucking shit when you call your mama to the carpet, bro. And you tell her how she motherfucking the shit she did that hurt you. You stand in your fucking manhood, man. And you be like, hey, that was fucked up. That was wrong. You were not there for me when I need you to be there. You were not the fucking nurturer that I needed you to be. And there will be some cussing, there'll be some fussing, there'll be some crying. But at the end of it, man, you're going to be able to move on in your life, man. All right? And if your mom has any type of motherfucking sense in humanity, she'll apologize to you and accept responsibility for what she came up short. Nobody's perfect. Nobody is. But the hardest thing, man, for a black man to do, bro, and I'm telling you, and you understand this, the first woman you gotta get right, you know what I'm saying, and atone for they fucking bullshit, bro, is your own mama. Telling you, man. Shout out to TPOT, man. Don't you be disrespecting your mama. You disrespect your mama. No, it's not disrespect. It's not disrespect. How many of us, man, don't you? I'm grown. I'm grown. Don't nobody tell me. You don't tell me. I'm grown. So for 18 years of your life, man, no matter what, you could never fucking rebut. You could never fucking debate. You could never fucking correct. You could never give a suggestion. But now we grown, motherfucker. Especially if you depended on me for something. Oh, you need a little bit of money for this, that, and the other. Ooh. Perfect timing. Shout out to Premium Neighbor. I knew a friend in middle school who used to get beat with the belts that sharpen razor blades. That's crazy, man. Yeah, man. We gonna get to that, bro. You know we gonna work that in there. It's Cortez. It's Terence Crawford, bro.
You still trying to prove something to your mom?
No, I think I already did all that. I prove stuff to myself now.
You're a father.
Listen. See. This right here, man. This right here is the most important part, and niggas don't understand, right? Just how fucking spectacular you are, and the mind, and just like you as a person can be to protect yourself, man, and to build yourself up. As he said, now he don't even need that from his mom. He don't. I motivate myself, brother. You've been motivating yourself from jump. You've been motivating yourself from jump, man. You were never ever, and you knew it at some point, you were never ever going to get the validation, the love, the celebration, the appreciation from your mother, dog. But you told yourself one day it was going to come, even though you knew it wasn't, to have perpetual rage and motivation for yourself, bro. Nigga, that's amazing. And it's turned you into arguably one of the best, still going, possibly, maybe even, who knows how he's going to finish, but definitely one of the best boxers ever to put on a pair of gloves.
Did all that. I prove stuff to myself now.
You're a father to 5. You never miss a game, an appointment, any of that. Even when you're here in camp. Why?
That's my responsibility.
Shout out to his brother, man. And I'm gonna use that for another thing too, because everybody on his baby moms, you know, again, man, listen, bro. I don't get niggas a lot of times. I don't. I don't, man. I don't. And this is why I say I don't claim any of these archetypes or any of these labels and shit, because a lot of time, man, it's so fucking hypocritical. Listen, bro. Your dick like what your dick like. It's none of my business whatever motherfucking you do with your dick, first and foremost. Whatever type of woman, especially if you're a heterosexual man, bro, whatever you want to do, you're gonna do. But where shit get fucked up and niggas start just being unrealistic is this. This man's girlfriend, baby mama, he got all his kids by the same chick. She gave him 6 kids now. He got 6 now. Okay? 6 fucking kids, man. All right? Done been with him since he didn't have nothing. Who gives a fuck about her having a little weight, man? If you don't like it, nigga, you don't like it. But at the end of the day, nigga, you're not a 2-time disputed world champion. This is why I say when y'all niggas are big bitches for broke niggas. No. Big bitches for niggas that like big bitches. Y'all got to stop this bullshit, man. That's where your pocket determines, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, I still don't want no boy built body bitch, nigga. If I could be a billionaire tomorrow and give me that thick ass bitch, bro. Thick, fine, pretty bitch, nigga, all day, every day. Okay? Getting to the bottom of that motherfucking pussy, nigga. Bottom of it. That's what I like. It's not gonna change over some dollars or whatever. But the fucked up part about it is they drag this man's family into it again at his height, of course. His height. This man is literally again just made a feat that no other boxers in history has ever done. And y'all bringing his family into the shit. Niggas is weird, man. Niggas is weird. And especially like I say, the context or whatever, the woman that was with him, bro. Since day one. It's just weird, man. I don't know. BL, it don't matter, bro. She getting dick. That's it. Brother, I'm not getting married. That's what y'all don't understand. Listen, bro. I'm glad you said this. Listen, brother. Brother. I have this whole relationship shit figured out, dog. For real. Had I knew what had I known then what I know now, I would have never got married in the first place. A woman that's gonna be with you is gonna be with you regardless. No paperwork needed, no marriage license, no whatever. You know, the same shit niggas be talking about Poogies and Ray Rays and what you call it? What y'all call them niggas? Hobosexuals and shit, right? Bruh. Bitches to do that for a niggas that's what's the name too, man. But that's a whole nother thing for another day. We got to stop this. You know, a lot of shit I understand can be cut and dry, but it's extremely nuanced, man. And that's why I say it's rhetoric and stuff that I never am gonna just be with because I have my life experience. I know the shit that a lot of niggas be saying is just bullshit, or it don't apply to me. But I'm never gonna be like, oh, I get pussy. I'm never gonna be. I don't have any problems with women. That me saying that doesn't you know what I'm saying doesn't add anything to the thing. So I'm never gonna be on that type of time. Nigga, bring my dick up now. Yeah, we can really get into that. But me just going around talking about how easy it is, or my lack of difficulty, that's pointless. That's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to bring that up. But what I can say though, a lot of the things is the ways to making shit work. This is why I've been saying and talking about what I've been talking about now. And notice now, bro, the bitches are starting to motherfucking say the shit we've been saying. That shit yesterday with Mia Khalifa, leave these men and marriage doesn't define you and all this fucking bullshit. I told y'all niggas this shit back in 2019, 2020. Like, bro, you're a fucking fool if you get married nowadays, dog. You're a fool, bro. Shout out to Dolomite, man. He stuck with that one there from the beginning. That's why niggas sound dumb trying to attack his baby mama. What they do expect? She got hit. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Do y'all niggas do you not reward loyalty? How hard it is to be out here from nothing? Again, y'all know it, bro. Like boxing is one of those things, man. Like fighters are some of the most underpaid motherfuckers ever and the most dangerous fucking things. And even to put her to the side, this dude's a great father. Why? Why is he such a great father? Because he had a fucking horrible mother. Horrible mother. Black men are such great fathers because we understand what it is to have horrible parents. And we never want to treat our children how we were treated. We never want our children to feel like what we felt like when it came to our mothers and our fathers. We learned from the shit that we were victims of. We suffered through ourselves in our childhood. And we formulate a plan as to where we never have our children have to worry about that same thing. Bro, I'm proud. My kid ain't never had the lights off. My kid ain't never came home to motherfucking no food in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? My kids get hell more than 1 to 2 pairs of shoes a year. Every time they need some a field trip or whatever, it never hurt. I ain't got it. That's something I fucking pride myself in. Why? Again, man, we knew what that shit was like. They never heard you got McDonald's money. Our kids ain't never heard that shit, man. Black man, you put yourself in that position, bro, to be able to motherfucking have your kid not have to go through that, not have to want for, things and have most of everything they need and most of what they want. You did that, brother. Give yourself credit for that. Right? You could have been an ain't shit nigga, man, that was out here motherfucking robbing, stealing, killing, and dealing, bro. Could have been ain't shit nigga, man. There was a motherfucking bum ass nigga out here motherfucking, living off a bitch. But you ain't. 40,000, 60,000, 80,000, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, million, whatever you got, brother. You motherfucking did that shit, bro. So you can be successful. So if you already have children, or when you do have children, they never have to know what it's like being fucking, impoverished. Never have to know. Everybody gonna tell you that don't mean shit. You just doing what you're supposed to do. You just doing what you're supposed to do. But there's so many niggas that don't do what they're supposed to do, bro. So again, bro, that's why I keep telling y'all, man. Stop motherfucking taking yourself for granted, dog.
Is to be there as their father. You can't get those moments back.
Why do you think being a father is so important?
Because his dad wasn't around like he's around his kids.
When my child grow up, they're gonna always remember, yeah, dad was always in training camp. Dad was always on the road with boxing and events, but dad ain't never missed no birthday. Dad ain't never missed anything important. Dad was always there. And that's what they're gonna always remember.
Your mom ever tell you what a good father you are?
Yeah, she said it before. Yeah, she said, "Bud, great dad." And I always check. I say I'm a great father. It's the difference.
Would you be?
Shout out to that brother, man. Yep, take that shit serious, bro. I told him if anything you ever put on my motherfucking tombstone, man, it'll be father, dog. None of this career shit, nothing else, man. Father is, and again, most black men feel and think that way.
Terence Crawford, the champion we know, if it weren't for that dynamic with you and your mom.
I think she just put the little extra fire, on top of the fire that I already had.
And there you go, brother, giving yourself the proper credit. You already had that fire in you, brother. You already had that warrior spirit. All right? You're born with that, bro. You're a born fighter. Your dad saw it in you. And again, man, shout out to Chronicles, bro. Again, it's so important you be there as a man because just like his mom cursed him, his dad blessed him first. Say that again. Before his mom could curse him, his dad blessed him. Shout out to the Hey God niggas. I know y'all don't believe in none of this shit and whatever, so on and so forth, bro. But again, bro, you have to speak power into your kids, man. You have to speak that confidence into your kids, man. That's your job as a dad, bro. That's why, again, you're supposed to help them out if and when you can. And if you don't, you get the person to help them to make them better or whatever their endeavors may be. But again, man, shout out to his dad, bro.
You made him champion.
He made himself champion. I'm just proud of him because he's nice.
And at least she finally understood that. Again, even now she has to give credit to her son for what he was able to accomplish on his own, through his own merits. Now, this right here, man, is going to get interesting. Let me see what we got going on before I do this. Yeah, man, hey. I got 170 in the building, man. I need them motherfucking 60 likes, bro. Come on now. If you rob, you steal. If you steal, you'll motherfucking kill. Hit the like button.
Oh, that's the murder man thing. Oh,
Real more shit, man. That's why more bodies, man. Hit the like button, goddammit. Fair use, fair use. And again, this was his interview right before the fight with Pivot Podcast.
Center with a BB gun.
That's a classic movie for our culture, and everybody knows that line. Like for me, paint the picture. Like, what is it to do in Nebraska? I'm from a small town as well, and there's nothing to do. And the closest big city is Miami for me. And I know when I first went to Miami, it was like, okay, this is Miami. Like growing up in Omaha, you know, being in trouble. What was there to do? Maybe the lack of led to some of those trouble?
But no, we had a lot of programs coming up that keep the kids out of trouble and that you can go and do and to stay busy. But Omaha is just like any other city. You got the ghetto, you got the good part, and you got, you know, the average neighborhoods that, you know, is somewhat cool and not cool. But there's a lot of things to do in Omaha when you're from Omaha. There's a lot of trouble to get into when you're from Omaha, hanging out with the wrong people and hanging out where you shouldn't be hanging out at. When I came up, it was a gift and a curse because we'll go over here and play basketball at the park, and then we'll leave basketball and then go shoot out windows with the BB gun.
Right.
So it's just like, all right, that was fun. Let's go do something else. Or let's go at the Boys and Girls Club and play ping pong, basketball, football, and then we're going to go beat up these dudes.
Shout out to True Hype. In 10 years, not going to be any R&B songs about mama. Oh, no. It's not even 10 years, bro. That's over with now. That's over with now, man. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to BL. Yeah, he was real happy to have his pops, man. And he talked about that a lot, man. Sister Joy, what's up with you?
Up the street. Like, it was always something to do. They say you shot up what is Edmondson Rec Center with a BB gun? Yeah. Golly, but you were bad as hell, man. You know, you're painting a picture for us of what young Bud Crawford lived with, what that life was like. But when we look at your professional career, it almost seems seamless, right? You've won championships in 3 different divisions. You're the WBO welterweight champ, 39-0, 30 KOs. But that's not necessarily how your career got started when you look at having 70 amateur fights, plus 70 amateur fights, but you don't go to the Olympics. And they say you kind of fell out of favor with USA Boxing. You don't even win the Golden Gloves in your own city. How did those experiences shape sort of that work ethic that, you know what, I got to keep grinding, I got to keep working, because they seem to be trying to take things away from me as I'm working to earn them. Being from Omaha, not being a big boxing state, have led a lot of decisions to go against me. But not only that, my reputation. Coming up as a young kid, they always would say, man, that little dude bad. Everybody always put things in people's head like he's bad. Even if I ain't did nothing to you, he's bad, or he's trouble, or he's a ticking time bomb. So when I got to the U.
Listen, man. When I told y'all, and I told y'all this story, I'm going to tell it again. I'll never forget I was going through the whole thing with my baby moms, right? And I had the situation as to where I got locked up on base for legally getting my kids. And, you know, thinking I was doing the right thing, which I was being foolish in even getting them involved. But they ended up taking my kids from me and giving them back to her and detaining me and letting my command know. It was a bitch that was at my previous command that ended up going to the command that I ended up picking and choosing. Before I even got there, man, tore my name down to shit. I was a piece of shit. I was getting locked up all the time. You know how white folks, especially white bitches, motherfucking exaggerate shit, right? I'm getting locked up and I don't take care of my kids and all this motherfucking bullshit. This ain't shit bitch said before I even got in the door, bro. before I got in the door. I don't even know what I'm up against. I don't even know. I come in the door, hey, whatever, doing my thing. And one of the dudes put me to the side and he let me know. This was at the time when second class could still retire. And he said, hey, man, to let you know, bro, she been, ever since your orders hit the thing, she been talking all kinds of shit about you. You ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't la, 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 so on and so forth. Just let you know. Hey, bro, thanks for the heads up. What do you think that did for me from a motivational standpoint? Like, there. Like, I already knew, like, the odds against me. Big ass black nigga, right? First and foremost, that plays a part in everything. I'm not an ass kisser. I'm not a hey. I'm not a partier with people that I'm not coming to no house. I'm not doing none of that shit, nigga. I'm coming to work, doing my job, taking my ass home. I see y'all when it's time to fucking see y'all again. Outside of that, I'm not hanging with nobody outside of work. I don't know you motherfuckers. I'm not trying to know you motherfuckers. I'm not getting jammed up in no fucking bullshit. Because this military shit, you can get jammed up, bro, just being around a motherfucker. Oh, hey, I saw him there. Now you got to explain yourself or be like, well, why do you stopping? Why do you this? And why do you that? Bro, I didn't see that motherfucker. He saw me. Well, we need to prove that you this. Like, look, nope. I just cut all that shit out and I don't fuck with people. So my demeanor, my personality type or whatever, right? Yeah, you're not really social. I've been told this. I'm like, what does it have to do with anything? I don't need to be social. I do my job. Okay? This fucking eval that I'm giving you is not about how cool I am with you or the fucking khakis or none of that shit. It's not supposed to be about how likable I am. It's supposed to be about my fucking quality of work and the job that I do. Okay? Well, you need more exposure. Fuck you mean exposure, motherfucker? What you want me to fucking streak through the goddamn hangar? You want me to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? You want me to work naked on the motherfucking helicopter, motherfucker? That what you want? All right. Well, all right then. What we talking about here? So again, man, a lot of the times, man, brothers, we know this. That's why I say, I'm never gonna be anti-corporate America. I understand that. That's a major part, man, of what you have to do in order to build yourself up and make yourself, survive, right? Provide a living for yourself, your family, all these different things. But bro, make sure that you're building up your own separate shit. And this is one of the best things I learned from this sector, this space. That's why I never shit on it. Y'all niggas taught me how to motherfucking make money off of me. Okay? Y'all taught me how to motherfucking take my talents, my abilities, my shit, and build my business, build me a brand. Okay? And necessarily always got to be an actual brand, bro. But again, just something that you own and you solely motherfucking, control and benefit from, brother. Do that, man. Do that, man. Do it. That LLC, brother, it's not much, like 200 something bucks or whatever. Come on, man. Pay your taxes every month. Keep your shit legitimate. Do what you're supposed to do, man. Look out for you, dog. Again, that's if we really, bro. That's I'll just say that for later. But just listen.
USA team fighting in Venezuela in the crowds, getting into it with teammates, getting into it with coaches. I was just that type of kid. You really couldn't say nothing to me without me saying something back or rebuttaling from what you said to me if I didn't agree with it. So I had kind of got that reputation that I was uncoachable, which I did everything I was supposed to do. It just was, you're not about to talk to me any kind of way because I had that toughness in me. Like, you're not about to punk me. You're not about to do none of that to me,
That's another big thing too, man. Listen, bro. Listen. That disrespect shit. Look, bro. What we not finna do is, and I told you I had to do this a couple times. What we not finna do, bro, is you're not finna talk to me like your bitch, your child, your dog, or whoever the fuck you think it is. I'm a grown ass motherfucking man, bro. What you gonna do is you're gonna talk to me like you got some motherfucking sense. Otherwise, we ain't gotta talk. Because you and I both know if this is man to man type shit, you would and couldn't fucking never in your life think twice about it. And mind you, man, make sure you check that shit in the most professional way possible. If and when you're ever put in that position. You know what I'm saying? All right. This is why you got to learn how to code switch, man. It's how you learn how to, because disrespect is not a part of any fucking occupation, bro. Now, again, sometimes it's going to be some time that you got to take some shit. Motherfucking CEO of the motherfucking company, nigga, hey, he get a little bit more leeway than than the supervisor now. Okay? No win, brother. All right? There's gonna be some time you take that shit. And I'm telling you, it was a time too, bro, when and I'm telling you, bro, and I'm telling you, again, it be times when motherfuckers try you, bro, and they test you. The higher ups will test you just to see how you take it. All right, bro, I was in some shit one time, man. A motherfucker, bro, this little bitch, and I can't go to the full detail, but a little bitch that should have been talking to me, that outranked me, had a whole lot of shit to say, and bro, veins popping out her neck, and yelling and hollering, and I'm smiling, and I'm just like, oh, please, I'm like, bitch, please, just reach across this table and grab me, do something, please touch me, please, so I can just Hulk smash your ass all over this room, please. But that was like a test, man. Again, man, you don't have to react every time to some shit, man. There's gonna be some shit again, that resiliency, and that shit you're gonna have to take. And everybody has a bad moment, right? Sometimes there'll be some time when people get out of pocket and get out of hand, and you letting it slide, right? All right, because there are bigger things. Because shit can usually, hey, I'm telling you, dog. Telling you, bro. Again, bro. That's why I keep telling y'all. Look, bro. The shit we talk about, bro, in the black man's experience, bro. The shit is really, really, bro. It's crazy. That's why I be like, bro, when the shit we talk about, nobody, nigga, we are literally speaking in a fucking alien language to a lot of this shit that other people will never ever know. Oh, you're aggressive. Huh? Why are you yelling? What? Ma'am, we're simply having a disagreement. Y'all don't know how many times I was on the boat, bro. And this is a big part when we was one of the big part, I told y'all. So I single-handedly had to go through the fucking process of where people that refused to get the fucking booster shot was able to get off the boat to have liberty, right? I had to talk to 2 different fucking admirals and actually fucking approach the admirals to be like, hey, look, you guys are telling us this, and this. The process is getting stopping here. It's not even going up to where you guys can even see it, and so on and so forth. What's going on here? This isn't right. Bro, we was locked down on the boat for like 3 ports. Okay? No NJP, no DRB, no disciplinary action, no none of this shit. And because I motherfucking say I don't want to get this fucking booster shot, thank God I didn't, right? All right. I don't want to put this shit into my body that's not going to do anything for me. All right. And it's not a requirement for any of the countries that we're going into. Why can I not get off the boat? I went to talk to legal about it, and the bitch immediately, oh, you're being aggressive. And I said, whoa, how am I being aggressive? Well, well, first off, you need to lower your voice. First off, because again, I outrank you. But secondly, you're accusing me of being aggressive when you're the person that's raising your voice. Secondly, all I did was tell you something that you obviously don't know anything about. And I have the paperwork right here to prove and support what I'm saying. You're telling me your opinion. So you know what? Better yet, I don't even need to talk to you. Where's the person that outranks you? I'll talk to them. The black man, the first thing they're gonna tell you is you're being aggressive, you're getting loud. What's going on? I just had to do this again. I told you with my car. I had to do shit with my car, y'all. These motherfuckers literally tried to motherfucking beat me out of a 200% increase. No, was it 200%? No, 150% increase. Tried to beat me, bro, out of a double the fucking price. Double and a half of what it should have been. And I simply tell the lady, I'm like, hey, what's going on here? This price can't be right. I already pre-checked it with the same fucking auto route, okay, across town, close to me. Why is the prices you're giving up to me is double that? Like I said, double that plus the extra, $500? What's going on here? This is not adding up. It's not right. Oh, well, I'm like, ma'am, whoa. First off, ma'am, calm down. You're trying to talk to me about other stuff that I'm not worried about any of that other stuff. I'm only focused on the things that I need to be done. Okay. One of the things I'm worried about is my air suspension. Let's not talk about any of this other stuff or whatever. And what you're telling me, that's irrelevant. I'm only focused on the air suspension. Why is the air suspension, the thing that I came in, I brought to you originally, need to be done again, double and a half what it's supposed to be from the other side of the group? well, you're getting loud, you're getting aggressive. I'm not getting loud or aggressive, but hey, you know what? Well, you know what you can do? Just come pick your car up and you can take it across town. I said, you know what? That's what I'll do. Lo and behold, again, once I get there and I don't give them big angry black guy, because again, she's seen me, right? So that's what made it fucking offensive. That's what the bitch really tried to get off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Jim Rat, appreciate your brother coming through. That's when you gotta go tactical. Isolate, clear room, shut that door one-on-one. Hey, listen, bro. Jim Rat, bro, Jim Rat, brother, you have no idea, man. Y'all young cats, bro. Y'all young niggas got, bro. Listen, bro, when I tell y'all, bro, the shit I heard and the shit I know about back in the day in the military, bro, motherfuckers will fire off on a motherfucking senior motherfucker, bro. Take that lose that stripe, lose that money for that ass whooping. Oh my God, bro. I wish I was there in those days. I was just never there. I told y'all I came close. See, I had just made third class E4, right? Just made third class E4. And I told y'all I was in the battery locker. Battery locker got two sides. You got a lead acid side, you got a NiCad side, right? The lead acid side is the side with the motherfucking car batteries and the motherfucking fixed wing batteries. Your NiCad side is the side for the motherfucking helicopters and shit, right? So we were all chilling in the NiCad side, and I was getting there in the morning because at the time I was still with my baby moms, and I had to drop the twins off, and her youngest kid off to daycare, right? So I would get there, and I would usually get there somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour late because the daycare opened up a little bit later. Mind you, we're in the battery locker. We're not doing shit. No way. We literally sitting in there just every day, 8 hours on fucking shore duty. Well, let's see how that was still considered shore duty, doing whatever the fuck we do, right? So me being there changed nothing. Racist motherfucker that was watching porn on his fucking computer, cokehead, racist, porn addict, okay, decides that he gonna check me and ask me all these questions about, my kids. And that's where I draw the line. Because I'm like, look, bro, hold on, brother. Like, whoa. What? Yeah, you using your kids for a fucking excuse. And I said, look, bro, first off, dog, I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to. All right? But watch your fucking mouth. Check your tone. And don't talk about my fucking kids. This is the same time I get here every fucking day, bro. What the fuck you talking about? I already gave the information to the fucking LPO, not your ass. So I don't know what the fuck you got going on or who the fuck you think you talk to, bro. You need to watch your fucking mouth talking to me. Freshly fucking put my shit on, right? He started barking, oh, you're not gonna talk to me. I'm a second class, all this other shit. And I'm with the shits. I'm like, yes. I'm like, oh yeah, oh yes. Oh yeah, brother. Yeah. I'm like, yes, this motherfucker. No, he motherfucking racist and shit. Real deal racist now. And I know you watching that motherfucking porn on that motherfucking computer, nigga. So I'm like, bitch, I got the high ground. Like, what? Let's do whatever you want to do. Whatever you with, I'm with. So, we getting into it, and I told y'all the fucking LPO, first class dude, skinny motherfucker, walk into the room. There's only one way out the room. And he yelling, hey, what the fuck, blah, 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 blah. So, hey, nigga, I'm like, oh, shit, whoa. Y'all two motherfuckers cool. Y'all don't know me. So, let me go ahead and get up out of here, because if I'm finna have to swing on both of y'all, I'm not finna swing on y'all no fucking corner. I know. So, when I tell you this was Lil Tastic, okay? I was like, shit, what? How was I then? It was 2006. So, I was going on 23, 24 maybe, right? So this is Lil Tastic, man. I go in there or whatever. I push my way up out of there. It's still back in the motherfucking utility days, nigga. My motherfucking long sleeve motherfucking shirt and my khaki pants. Push my way up out of that motherfucking room, and I'm squaring off. And this motherfucker didn't think, you know what I'm saying? I guess this tall, skinny motherfucker was that strong. And so the racist motherfucker started going off to my, oh, you don't put your hands on first class. I'm riding you up. I'm on this, I'm on that, I'm on blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nigga, whatever, fuck it. I literally just got frocked like last week. But I'm like, hey, man, fuck it. But I'm like, hey, I can tell you this. If you write that shit up, bro, trust and believe, I'm finna just go home because I'm whooping your ass as soon as I get out of motherfucking Cap's Smash. Soon as I get out of Cat's Mask, they motherfucker take that strike. I was like, hey man, y'all might as well go ahead and sign that motherfucker paperwork, niggas. I'm finna whoop your ass. Okay, I'm definitely gonna make it worth it. That's what I tell motherfucker all the time, bro. I tell y'all, listen, bro. I don't want no smoke, no whatever. But if I ever had to put my hands on a motherfucker, bro, oh, I'm getting my money's worth. Trust and believe. So lo and behold, again, me and the dude go out. He take, he sit down, we talk, and I let him know. I let, look, bro, nothing personal or whatever. I thought you was trying to jump me. Okay, I thought y'all was gonna jump me. Me and him already yelling. You kicking the motherfucking door, hollering, screaming, and all this other shit and blah. I'm thinking I'm about to get jumped, bro. So I'm just trying to motherfucking make my way out of the door. That way, if y'all do jump me, hey, at least now I got some motherfucking motion to move. He's a real motherfucker about it, man. He understood. He's like, hey, man, I totally understand, so on and so forth, blah. Shit got heated, whatever. This shit not going no further than what it is right here. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about none of that bullshit he talking about. Ain't no paperwork getting out. Ain't no none of this, whatever. But then I told you it was the craziest shit I ever heard. But it told me the craziest, but hardest shit I ever heard in life, man. He said, but you know what? You're lucky. You're lucky. Then I had that confused fucking poodle look on my face. Oh shit, shout out to Grinch. I got you, Grinch. You coming up. I had the confused poodle look on my. I was like, huh? I said, you're lucky. Because the last motherfucker that pushed me like that, I broke both my hands. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I punched him so hard, I broke both my hands. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess. But like, he's like, one punch. Bro, we laughed. We all laughed. Bro, we all laughed so hard that day. Because I guess they heard the everything. He was right outside the back. So they heard what he said. And the nigga said, man, the white dude said, bro, he punched the motherfucker so hard with one hand, the other hand. You know the wicked witch of the East, like the shit just curl up at the same time. He hit a nigga so hard with the one punch, the other hand just instantly. Nigga, we was crying. We was crying. Mind you, this is the same dude that said he was motherfucking outrunning police in Florida somewhere on a motherfucking motorcycle, like on a Harley Davidson. Yeah, bro. Bro. Nigga, we was like, bro, you know, imagine how hard it was for me not to laugh at this nigga face. I saved my own paycheck, because, bro, when I tell you, nigga, nigga, I swallowed that laugh, nigga. I was like, bro, brother. I was like, all right, man. I was like, you know, I said, thanks, man. I said, thanks a lot. Wildest shit I heard in my life, nigga. Oh, God. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Listen, bro. Yeah, crazy. Shout out to Grinch, man. I slapped this shit. I slapped the fuck out of MMC Douglas at 24 Hour Fitness after I got out in 2014. He wasn't so tough without admin. Oh, my God. Oh, Grinch. These niggas. Oh, bro. Listen, bro. Listen. The last thing you ever want to be is on a list, nigga. My list for 20 years is a long one. I'm telling you this. It's certain motherfuckers, bro, and one motherfucker in particular that never wants to motherfucking see me outside of motherfucking this goddamn military shit, bro. Promise you that. Open hand slap, nigga. What did the five fingers say to the face? Instantly. No words, no nothing. I promise you. And the motherfuckers that's on that list, they know it, bro. They know it. They already know. They know. Telling you. Yeah, I was like, I was thanks, bro. I was like, yeah, bro, I appreciate it. Bro, I was like, bro, when I tell you we laughed, bro, we were almost rolling on the floor at work after that nigga said that shit, bro.
Where I'm from, you don't talk to me like that, and we don't deal with that. So I kind of wore that chip on my shoulder, losing in the finals in the Golden Gloves, losing in the trials. It just made me more hungrier, because I knew in my heart that them guys didn't beat me and they wasn't better than me. So it just made me work so much harder. And like I said, when I lost the Olympic trials and everybody was coming up to me and they got the cameras in my face, I said, it's cool. I'm gonna see them in the pros. Now we in the pros, and now you see politics played a big factor in the amateur game, and politics still play a big factor in the professional game. But you see where I am right now, and you see where all those guys that they got a handout. Here, you got a lucky victory over Terence Crawford. So it all played out the way it's supposed to. So I can't be mad at how it played out.
And bro, you brought it up, which I was gonna get to the politics of it. Like a dude from the streets that at one point figured out your hands is better than the hands of the world. Like you figured that out.
Right.
But now you have to navigate the politics. Now it's a business. Now the business of Bud Crawford is bigger than that. How hard is that to figure out? And the promotional side, like the business side of you is something you are, I call them ecosystems. Like when you walk in a place, there's people that are working for you. There's people that are feeding their kids off of you to work the politics of what you become. Was it hard to do it? And when do you think you mastered that?
Well, of course it was real tough dealing with the politics and dealing with people saying that you're not worth this or you're not worth that. And you feel as if you is. So you can't tell me what I'm worth. Just like I can't tell you how much you worth. You know, we go in there, we as fighters, we put our life on the line every time we step in a ring just to entertain the people that want to see us fight. So you're going to tell me my life is not worth what I say it's worth? So yes, it's tough. And then the boxing side of it, I'm still learning. I haven't learned it all, but I'm still learning day to day. I'm trying to gain all the knowledge I can and trickle it down to the next generation, because what I dealt with is a testimony to where they don't have to deal with it. You know, I will coach them and put them on game to where they don't have to deal with it. And maybe, who knows, in the future, boxing can be different, where politics ain't playing a big factor in boxing like it is right now.
Talk about politics, and that's associated with, you know, all sports. We all had to deal with it. But talking about legacy, being shot after your fourth fight, right? Being shot and almost losing everything. Was that a defining moment where you said, look, I have to start focusing on my legacy? And then fast forwarding to this fight, because RC asked you that this fight is a legacy fight. That's what we say. We look at it and say, this is the matchup we all want. For you, though, is that career defining? Is this a legacy fight for you?
Well, when I got shot, for me to change my life the way that I did and stop hanging out with the guys that I hung out with, my career started going up. It was crazy. God do wonders, you know, and I just put it all in his hands. And yes, this is a legacy fight for me. This is a mega fight. This is a superstar fight. This is all those in one with me and Errol Spence Jr. A lot of people, they write me off because they say, oh, well, he's too small, or he haven't fought nobody like Errol Spence, or his resume is this, or his resume that. There's a lot of things that a lot of people can say, but on July 29th, all the answers to everybody's questions will be answered.
And that's another thing too, man. Shout out to brothers, man, that are going down that dark path, going down that wrong road, making those horrible decisions, and change your life for the better on your own. Listen, man. Shout out to Hey God niggas, bro. God, the motherfucker do some shit, bro. And that nigga get shot. I think, and I'm pretty sure he got shot in the head. All right, motherfucker, Uncle Charles right there, nigga. All right, Uncle Charles right there. And sometimes, man, listen, if and when you can, man, don't have it as where you got to damn to lose your life to change your life. Say it again, man, bars. Do not have it where you got to almost damn lose your life, brother, to change your life. All right? Okay? You again, man, a lot of times, a lot of dudes do this shit, man, and they don't get that second chance, dog. All right? As you get better, bro, there's a reason why your circle gets smaller. It has to. Because most people can't, especially when you're, you know, somebody of a Terence Crawford cut, man, you're not going to have people that are going to be able to understand, okay, and be able to advance and elevate themselves on your level, all right? It's not. Everybody can't come, bro. There's a reason why, again, they say it's lonely at the top, because the higher and higher you go, man, you know what I'm saying, the thinner that air can get, and everybody fucking lungs ain't made the same, man. So please be aware of that. Well, True Hype, what's up with you, brother? Go right ahead.
What's going on, man? Hey, but they put that chip in you, man. You gotta be the meal ticket for everybody. That's BS too, man. Because if you didn't build it or help to build it, and all you do is take away from it, well, I'm gonna bring you along. Because you ain't gonna be ready for it.
Yep.
Yo, I read about the shooting, man. He wasn't even the intended target. He was at the dice game under the same light they was using to you know what I'm saying, light up that joint in his car, counting it. You know what I'm saying? He was counting the money, man, from his winnings, and he got shot in the head. Then apparently the dude that shot him or whatever, and somebody else, like they lost their life getting shot in the head. know what I'm saying? Uncle Charles made a visit.
Yeah. Oh, get him out of there, man. Exactly.
Yeah. You know, live by the sword, right?
Yeah.
Like, man, you just remind me a bunch of like stories, man, having to check people. Cause you know, I was in too. And I was in the Air Force though. And man, like I even started a boxing program on my base that I gave to one of the Air Force boxing coaches.
Mm-hmm.
And so like after a while people wouldn't try me, but I know for a while, like, you know, when I wouldn't tell anybody I was boxing and all that stuff, man, these cats, man, they was getting real disrespectful, man. Cause they use that rank excuse
Rank.
to I mean, I'm like, yo, if anything, we men. And
Right.
don't be running up on me, man, because I might tag you a couple times.
But you're right. And again, bro, that's why I say, bro, listen. And this is why I say too. That's why I say, bro, niggas, oh man, you get your feelings about the military shit. No, bro, it's not. I get my feelings about the military shit, bro. Like you niggas really don't know. And I see a nigga that really hate on the military shit like that, bro. For one, it just like, bro, you couldn't make it no way. To let me know that you got like a issue or problem with niggas that you feel like can deal with structure, authority, rank systems, all these different things or whatever. When I see a hating ass nigga, I'm really trying to save you from yourself. Because again, y'all really don't be knowing, bro. This veteran shit, bro, is a big deal. All right. Again, and everybody respects it. So when you as a black man come up on any type of public thing and you start shitting on the military, brother, somebody fucking takes you down or shuts you the fuck up, he's doing you a favor because you don't know what type of motherfucking shit you may be cutting off and what type of shit you may get yourself into, because people take this motherfucking, you know, serving your country shit real serious. So for you niggas that try to make it seem like it's something else, bro, again, I'm not one of these. I say this on the record and I always say this, 20 years deep, bro. Listen, I'm a motherfucking nigga in the military. I'm not no military nigga. All right.
Hey, and people getting that twisted too, man. Like I told a girl, you know what I'm saying? She got a military family. She was married to a military dude, whatever. I told her, I said, yo, me being in the military, you know what I'm saying? Like I've had special experiences, but I don't think that makes me like a special person or anything like that. I was just doing my job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've never been, yeah. And most black dudes are that way. Most black dudes, man, aren't super duper, you know, Joe military, right? You know, say we call him Joe Navy, but you know, usually like, you know, Joe military, super, you know, you know, Marines and shit, maybe even them though, right? But that's what I'm saying, you man. It's crazy, dog. You know.
Yeah, man. She tripped me out though, man. She's like, "Be careful." I was like, "What do you mean, be careful?" I was like, "I'm telling you my personal experience. I'm not shitting on nobody else. This is my personal experience. You tell me be careful. Be careful about what?" I thought that was being humble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey man, shout out to fucking Sir Tice, man. Tyson sent me a pic, man. Tice took a pic with Terence Crawford's mom. Y'all know he went to the fight, man. Shout out to Sir Tice, man. Hey, again, bro, listen. Y'all to like, bro, niggas out here living, man. Bro, a lot of men in this space, bro, doing big things, brother, man. And just let y'all know, bro, it's crazy, bro, for real. Everybody, they want to make it seem like niggas is incels, niggas is broke, niggas living in their mama basement, bro. It's so much fucking like success and just brothers doing the damn thing, bro. It's crazy. So again, no matter what they say, man, I fuck with y'all niggas, man. And y'all motivate me, bro, to let me know that I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be, once I get to be an adult here by the end of this year, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna get to live my motherfucking life too, nigga. All right, I'm gonna be right out here with y'all niggas, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Sir Tice, man. But KP, what's up with you, brother? Go ahead.
Can you hear me fantastic?
Yeah, you loud and clear.
Yo, I'm glad Sir Tice made it to that fight. I was gonna go to that fight, man.
Shit,
I hated they announced it when they announced it, man, because I had some other stuff brewing at the time. But my guy lost, but man, Terence Crawford, bro. I'm about to send you a link in the back chat. Terence Crawford was full. He been full gynocracy to the T, boy. They had him surrounded.
Yeah.
Damn. When you look it up, if you read a story, like they put a story out that said he was in the house with his mama, his grandma, and all his sisters, pretty much. So you know he was quote unquote man of the house. You already know how that worked. So when I seen his father at the training camp or whatever, it just showed that he looked just like his father. His father fought. But probably what happened is probably the mom ran his father away. I bet she probably try to do something violent to him before. I'm pretty sure, man.
Almost
just don't know exactly, but Looking at his story, man, you see all kind of stuff in his background that's like that. Because I'm not that far from Omaha. I'm 4 hours away from it, and I got a partner that goes up there all the time. And he's going up there this weekend for the victory parade. But
That's what's
yeah,
up.
man, that's full blown gynocracy 101 right there, bro, to the T.
Hey, I was just up there. What like April or May? You know what
Vegas.
I'm saying? In Omaha.
Oh,
I,
Omaha. Okay.
I stayed on the Iowa side though, in Council Bluffs. I was
Okay.
actually talking to some chick that
Oh yeah, Council Bluffs ain't that far from me. Yep.
yeah, she, like I didn't even know it was that close. I've been up there before to the little Air Force base, but man, I was like, damn, man, I made a wrong turn. I was in the hood. I was like, damn, this look, this looks suspect right here, man. I was like, you go like one gas station, it looks all normal, and then like I went like a block or two down, and I was like, man, I got gas, and then they had the bulletproof glass, man, and the bars on the joint.
Bulletproof glass with the food. They serving the burritos and the enchiladas in there.
Oh man, like that food look good too.
That shit been out. That shit been out for 96 hours, nigga.
Nice, yeah, 96.
Those
I
stuff is
just
just
dropped the link.
solid,
I
bro.
dropped the link for you in the back chat of the story that I was reading when you was up there. It was as you get down to the middle part of the story, it starts to explain his family life.
Okay, I'll share this with the people.
He got 3 boys and 3 girls, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually met him before at another event that we had here. He had like an amateur fighter fighting because KC is 4 hours away as far as the drive. So they came down on a weekend and they was fighting at the expo center up north by the airport. And they had a fighter fighting against some KC kids up here too. So like young amateur kids, 16, 17. They always had the silver gloves here, the golden gloves and stuff like that. So his team, they'll always come through, man. You'll meet Crawford's team here all the time. You'll meet Barry Hunter, which is Lamont, who used to coach Adrian Broner. You meet all those guys, man. They be all here, man, all the time.
It's a real small community, man.
Yeah, boxing is like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and them cats be travel like some of the teams be traveling. Cause I remember I didn't meet him, but like I was at a tournament in San Antonio, and Ann Wolf was up there with that one fighter she had in her camp that won that world title. Damn, I can't remember the dude's name.
Was it James Kirkland? James Kirkland?
Yeah, it was Kirkland. He was walking around.
Let's fight James Kirkland.
I was like,
before Canelo got a hold of him. Yeah.
I said, why that dude look familiar, man? Because I remember I had seen him like in a couple like amateur joints, and then there was like a who's who of like coaches. I'm talking about like I think Saragusa was there.
Do you remember his nickname, bro?
Who, Kirkland?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't remember.
Bro, they used to call him the Mandingo Warrior.
Oh no, I blocked that out.
Bro, that's what they call him, like, bro.
Nah, man,
that's
not cool.
This thing got him, bro.
Not the Mandingo Warrior. Oh shit! No, you got a woman promoter. Oh, that's. I wonder why.
Hey, what's funny though?
You got shot in the face.
You know how we was talking about Clarissa Shields on your last joint. Clarissa Shields called out Ali. She didn't call out Ann Wolf. Why is that?
And Wolf would have took that smoke and would have murked her. They all retired.
Hey, yeah, look, Ann Wolf, like people was ducking Ann Wolf left and right.
Ali was ducking Ann Wolf.
Yes.
Ann Wolf is the one fantastic that you see on the highlights that knocked the tall white girl out. She's like 6'5".
Okay. Well, but she just retired recently though, right?
No, Ann Wolf been retired over 10 years.
Okay, well I'm thinking about Brumgarter then. Brumgarter or who's
Brumgarter ain't retired, boy. Brumgarter's still active, boy. She's still fine and active, bro. She ain't retired.
Heavyweight chick? Who's the heavyweight chick? I think she's from Texas or something.
That's Ann Wolf, but she's been retired for some years.
For real? Damn. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because she couldn't get nobody to fight her, man.
Yeah, Lucia Riker fought a man years ago in boxing and got beat up. Lucia Riker did it and got beat up.
I mean, beat up.
Yeah.
Like now she be sparring with dudes. I'm talking about like serious.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Lucille
used to
Riker
do
got beat up.
they used to do the round robin joints at their gym because she used to get a lot of them kids off the street, man. Like she had like a little intervention program, and Wolf was doing work down there, man. She probably still is. But she got a
Yeah,
crazy ass story too, man.
they got a nice gym up there in Omaha that they built in the middle of the hood. So they're doing a lot of stuff out there, but that's the expectation I guess King Randall has for everybody. Everybody should do what King Randall
Don't
did.
get me started on that, man. Come on.
Nah.
Don't get me started on that. Well, let's play this. Let's
Go
play this real
ahead.
quick.
Mm-hmm.
In the head. Yeah. Tell me about that. I've heard the story, but you get shot in the head. You sit in the car, RC laid it out. You get shot in the head. What's the rest of that night like getting shot in the head?
I get shot. I duck down, car getting shot up. It's a lot of bullets flying. And at that time, when the bullets stopped, I drove myself to the hospital. And the hospital was like filled with so many people that they was calling the police up there to escort people out. And I was supposed to fight on TV at that time. And I'm still telling my manager I still want to fight. And he like, man, you got a bullet fragment in your head and you talking about fighting. They're like, nah, man, we can cancel that. I was just like, I was more mad about me missing the opportunity to fight on TV than I really was getting shot, because getting shot at was almost kind of like normal because we was already used to getting shot at, but I just haven't experienced the time to actually get shot like all my other peers and all of my other friends.
I think it's sad to hear all of my other friends and all of my other peers. And that story is a story of a lot of people that come from places like where you do, cities, where you do, communities, where you come from. But we're here, man, for the fight. And we talked to Errol, and Errol has a ton of respect for you. And you're the betting favorite. Everybody that we've talked to around the fight, they're like, man, I don't know. I got to go with Bud. But you're the B-side, right? You're the guy, even though I'm 39-0, even though I got 30 knockouts, I'm the B-side. Errol says he's the one that puts butts in the seats. He's the one that makes people buy pay-per-views. What do you have to do to go out and prove that you're that guy, that you're the top dog in this?
I mean, credit away from him, but you got two fighters that's fighting. When you look at his numbers against Mikey Garcia, there was good numbers. But when you look at his fight against Ugas, they weren't so hot. When you look at the fight with Danny Garcia, they really weren't so hot. So fighters fighting each other sell the pay-per-views. So this fight with me and Errol Spence, we're going to surpass more than both of us have did, because we got a dancing partner. A lot of people want to see Terence Crawford. A lot of people want to see Errol Spence. So that's going to make for a great event. It's not going to be, oh, well.
But it was respectful. You could tell that both of y'all understood what the other man had a.
All right, and that's at this point he's just talking about the match. We already know how that turned out. Again, shout out to him for that. We ain't gonna go over that. We ain't gonna worry about that too much. But again, man, this the whole aspect of it, bro. Listen, far too often, black men go through traumatic fucking childhoods, bro, and turn it into magic. Niggas turn the traumatic into magic, and we're so psychologically beat down and downplayed that we don't even understand it until you actually get to sit down somewhere and calm down and pull yourself out of the stress, out of the fray, out of the streets, out of the fucking, the job and all this other bullshit. And you actually, that's why I tell y'all, man, listen, brother, find happiness, all right? And you motherfucking grow that shit, all right? Far too long, man. We've been told, nigga, happy. You ain't supposed to be happy, nigga. What you don't? Well, man ain't supposed to be happy, bro. That's a fucking fool talking to you, bro. Don't let fools tell you dumb shit like that, brother. All right. If happiness wasn't motherfucking meant for fucking you, nigga, okay, all right, that it wouldn't be a fucking emotion. Human beings all experience emotions, bro. All right, and far too often, like I said, black men we're told from the beginning. Terence Crawford here in particular, by his own mom, he was never gonna be shit. Right? I told y'all. With me, man, one of the biggest fucking things ever. And I talked to my mom about this, and I never forget it. I remember this to this day. I'm over it, nigga. I'm not hurt by it. But again, it's one of the most heartbreaking things my mom ever said, bro. I did the best, had the highest fucking score on the ITBS test, nigga. Iowa test the basic skills. It was like some shit they did. We was like, they I'm pretty sure.
Nigga, I took that test too. I'll never forget it. Go ahead.
Yeah, nigga. Of course, we about the same age. So the ITBS test, nigga. I scored in the fucking 98th percentile, and I did better than the smartest math nigga I knew at the time. And my mom said to me, why didn't you get 100%?
Damn, man.
From that
Yo,
day on, from that day on, I was like, man, what up, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Still a smart kid, but when I look back on it, man, and this is why I say to you brothers, man, nurture your children's gifts, especially as a man. Again, Bud's father was able to see, hey, man, this kid came out, with his fist balled up and so on and so forth. I feel it on him. I feel a fighter. I feel that fighter spirit in my son. He's a part of me. So I'm connected to him and I can see he's going to be great, you know what I'm saying, in this, right? Telling you, man, far too often, young black boys, especially, and we talk about this here all the time. The reason why there's a lack of education, reading skills and all these different things, because for one, that shit is not respected and it's not celebrated in the black community. But even furthermore, when you do have an exceptional child of intelligence, it's not nurtured. And usually because most people that aren't highly intelligent themselves can't notice it. You know what I'm saying?
No, you missed it. Hold on, this is where you missed. It's only cool if you're smart. If you're a girl, that's the only time it's cool in the community. Everybody else, if you're a boy, nah.
Hey, also too, man, like pushing your sons.
Hold on real quick. Wait. Stuart D. Knight, Arthur, brother, I don't know who the fuck you are, but again, I'm gonna say this to you again. I scored the highest in the school, brother. Listen to me. I didn't just try. I was already at the top. So for her to say when I'm already the best at it, and again, I made a personal thing to myself to notice a person that I qualified and knew was better than me at math. I outdid that person. I had the highest fucking in the school, the highest percentile of all, brother. No. So maybe you need to clean your fucking ears out or whatever. But yeah, no, I didn't get better, brother. It wasn't, no one got 100%, my nigga. Nobody.
Like, is that the standard is 100% now?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. What the fuck are you talking about?
Come on, man. And we know it's a thing to be in the top 75 percentile of anything. So once you get above that's a feat. You know what I'm saying? But what I was gonna say is, even pushing your kids, there needs to be a certain level. You know what I'm saying? Because like look at the Roy Jones Jr. Daddy thing. He used to tie one of his arms behind his back and make him spar like older kids. That's too far. You know what I'm saying? And it actually like messed up their relationship for a long time. You know what I'm saying? The and never telling your son I love him, whatever, that's egregious, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if he turns into a monster, you can see the villain origin story right there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's wild though, man.
Yeah, man. I know he's trolling ass niggas, man. He's trolling motherfuckers. And that's what I say. And that's what I say. It's really sad, man. Again, you always have, these dudes again, probably that not worse even situations than you that try to fucking turn some shit down. Yeah, you know what it is. I used to work in the diversion program. The more we accomplish, the less fun we got. And yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Especially when it comes to young black boys or whatever. We seen this here, and brother was talking about it. The whole the AKA credit union, right? The AKA credit union. And it's just crazy to me, bro. Again, brothers, I keep telling y'all, man, we are literally all we have. All right. And so many of us triumph from the depths of fucking hell, dog, to be told even once you make it, it is not good enough. All right. That's why I keep telling you, bro, you need to be your own number one motherfucking fan when ain't nobody else in the stands, dog. You need to be able to motherfucking tell yourself that and appreciate your accomplishments, man. Again, that doesn't mean be complacent. That doesn't mean be satisfied with where you're at. Of course, strive and try to get better each and every day. But by all means, man, understand it. Like I'm saying, once you plateau or whatever, man, take time to motherfucking appreciate the fruits of your labor. And we're not encouraged to do that because all we constantly hear, from childhood to manhood is not enough. Not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. You lose your fucking mind that way, bro.
Yep.
You literally lose your mind and yeah, let me go and get you up out of here, bro. Let me go in. Let me just give you a little timeout, brother, because you being stupid.
Like, isn't that weird, man? Be like, you're great, but you still had 3%, like to get a little bit better, or whatever the percentage is, like single digits. I'm like, instead of saying, okay, he's talented, are we gonna be able to like harness this talent? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I said in the chat earlier, I was a pretty, some call them bad kids. I wasn't a bad kid. I was real active. It's because I wasn't like challenged. You know what I'm saying? Intellectually, and
Yeah.
I was bored most of the time. So what are you gonna do? Idle hands, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, yo, man, like, yeah, are you giving your kids puzzles? Are you giving your kids anything to occupy their mind? Are you challenging them mentally? Are you stimulate them in a correct sense? And a lot of times, man, people ain't. They just like, what, you gonna have like these jungle babies just gonna be out on their own? Come home when the street light comes on?
Yeah, and like you said, and furthermore, man, that's another part of it, bro. There's so many highly intelligent young black boys, man, that never ever reach their full potential because, like you said, man, they aren't challenged, they aren't nurtured, they aren't encouraged to do those things, and you don't see the positive results of being that. That's why a lot of motherfuckers turn. And I never forget this, especially, bro. Just think of the kids that were the smart kids in elementary school and see what happened to them to high school, right? Motherfuckers I remember this one kid, man. It's one kid, never forget. This kid was literally every fucking time, man. He had all the awards. Like this, their parents had to have a goddamn a wheelbarrow for all the shit that he was taking. By the time he got to high school, man, this nigga just getting high every day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Showing up to school but not doing nothing. But for the sake of what? You know what I'm saying? Trying to hang out and be one of the fucking cool kids. Because that's what makes you cool, right? So there's a lot of kids, man. And I was thinking about this earlier. People don't understand, like during the civil rights movement, before pre-civil rights movement and shit, bro, Martin Luther King graduated at like what, 16 years old or some shit, 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? It was commonplace for these young black kids, young black boys specifically, to graduate early. Why? Because again, the curriculum came easy, but at the same time, they were presented with an opportunity and a chance to skip grades and be advanced and graduate and all these different things. I know for a fact that if we made it, incentivized it, right, and made it more possible for more black boys to do it, that we could bring that back in, what I'm saying, in the modern age. But lo and behold, like you said, man, well, if this kid is doing all these things from an academic standpoint and we focus on academics more so than sports and athletics, well, what does that do for these moms? You know what I'm saying? These moms are dependent upon their sons to be, what I'm saying, these lottery tickets, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what's going to get the highest and the quickest reward in return.
Well,
They want
that's
the
what
kid to be fucking smart.
that's what they think. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's an 18-year payout versus like, what I'm saying, you doing, or actually longer in some cases, like maybe like if you tack on college and all that stuff, you talking about like some cases anywhere from a 22 to 24-year payout versus him going to a trade school and doing it at 21, 22. You know what I'm saying? And what's the likelihood if he's not this standout, star case or star athlete or whatever, like 4 or 5-star athlete. And there's some 3 stars mixed in there too. But if he's
Yeah,
not a highly
facts.
recruited athlete, like more than likely he's probably not going to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like what is the other recourse? So you don't have a backup plan? And there's
They
nothing wrong
don't,
with
bro.
having a backup plan.
They don't. They don't look at it that way, bro. I told my son, because my son was being recruited by Air Force, Army, Navy football. Junior year going to senior year. Ended up breaking his collarbone, so he's like he didn't want to play football no more. So he want to run track. So he run track for a D1 school, right? Well, he got a partner, 6'4", 360. I said, damn, man, he can go anywhere he want. I said, what's his offers looking like? Alabama, Florida, Florida State, Iowa, Iowa State. Kid ended up going to Iowa State. Be a sophomore this year. I said, hell, he damn near like a mutant, man. 6'4", 350 in high school.
Yeah.
Kid can go anywhere he want. He's not you. My son is not that size, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, he got a better chance of making it with football. So I never planned my son to make it with football because he already had his grades and all that other stuff anyway. But it just was like, hey, my son already knew what the reality was, and I wasn't hoping on him to you know what I'm saying, become Zion Williamson or shit like that.
Yeah. Shout out to man, Alan Stranger, man. My parents cared about my education. I'm about to be a doctor, hopefully. Hey, brother. Hey, greatest hopes and wishes for you, brother. All success to you. And shout out to your parents, brother, and yourself. Because again, like you said, they were understanding enough to nurture your gift of intelligence and ability to be successful education wise. So listen, man, that's what I'm saying, brothers. That's why I say, man, it's so much shit, man, that we get done, but it's never gonna get acknowledged, and it's never gonna be enough. Again, I told y'all, man, hey, you graduate, oh, you ain't no doctor. You become a doctor, or well, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's always for the next man, for the black man. It's like, okay, well, what's next? What else? What else? What else? Or what else? Or what else? And so again, man, this is why I tell you guys, you're gonna have to find your own self validation, man, validation, and understand if and when for you it's enough. If and when for you you've been successful to the point of where you know what I'm saying, you're satisfied and that's where you're at. Of course, like I said, learn something new every day, right? And still try to improve. But again, man, don't be such in search of success you never get to enjoy it. That's the most important part.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy it. Hey man, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna just listen to the next guy that just came up. If you got your passport, bro, get the global entry with it, bro. Get that too. Just pay the extra $100. Get the global entry too, bro. Make your life easier.
Yeah, I got to do that shit. I was talking about. I got to do that now. Anyway, I need to do that. Yeah, appreciate you for reminding me, bro. But Khalil,
Hey,
what's
I'm
up
gonna
with you,
send
man?
you a link in the back chat where you can because I don't know what state you in. Whatever state you in, it's always busy. I got a link for an appointment scanner, and you
Okay,
just pay
bet.
like $30, and they'll send you these text messages for when these appointments pop up because they be booked all the way
Cancel it or
out.
whatever. Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Khalil,
What's
what's up
going
with you, man?
on,
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Fantastic?
You
What's
got it,
going
brother.
on, man? How you doing? I'm at work right now. I don't know how loud it is, but I just wanted to jump in and say a little bit off just what you ended it with just now. That was one of the problems that I had, man, because coming up, I saw women treat dudes like shit, talking shit, cussing them out. All they was good for was providing, paying the bills, and if he wasn't doing that, he wasn't shit. So coming up, I always thought that my job was to pay the bills, make sure everything paid. As long as that's paid, that's it. Not knowing that it's more to it being a man than just paying the bills. So working hard and just looking at everybody else, I was like, if everybody else good, I'm good. Not thinking about, hold up, I got to think about me. I need to spend stuff on me, spend things for me. The kind of what you would call the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
Kind of just, and you see it. It's like they program you as being a black man in the black. I ain't gonna say community because we ain't got no community in the black neighborhood. That's all they do is say that the black man. That's all we good for is providers. And if we can't do that, we ain't shit. If you can't do, like I told one woman, I was like, look, you just say your baby daddy ain't shit, but your baby daddy trying to be there. He trying to find a job. At least he's trying to be in the sunlight at the same time as he looking. She's going through the little, going to the little tip service and shit, but she still was complaining. But I'm like, baby, look at the dude that's in your neighborhood who ain't doing nothing for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Walking by them and ain't even speaking to them. So it just, we've been programmed, man. And I'm a perfect example of that. So I just wanted to come in and pick it back on what you said about we have to take time and just have to pat ourselves on the back and have to say, regardless if nobody say we're doing a good job, you know you're doing a good job and you're doing what you need to do. It's just, hey, you the man and you got to do it. Fuck what everybody else say and what everybody else say about you. So that's all I wanted to say, bro.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro, for coming up, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Duval in the building, man. But listen, what I'm saying, bro, for sure. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Listen, bro, life ain't again, what we are changing, and I say this specifically and purposely, we are changing this narrative of where, bro, you just motherfucking work, eat, sleep, shit, die. That's it. No, man, no, bro. No, bro. You're not just here for everybody else to motherfucking enjoy the shit you done motherfucking did. And then on top of that, You work until you motherfucking, you know, done grinded your motherfucking bones and your blood pressure, your hairline. You done lost everything, nigga. Damn near everything. And you on your last little 10 years of life that you get to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? When you can't even, you can barely motherfucking move anymore. When you barely got the will or the energy to do any of the things and have fun. Bruh, find a way to fit yourself in, my nigga. All right? Find a way to fit yourself in, bro. That's the most important part. And it's people that are dependent on you. Have them motherfucking appreciate you, dog. Sit them motherfuckers down and have them understand the importance of you. And if they don't and they can't, hey, man. You know what I'm saying? Start pulling back. Start making them feel it. That's old lady, wife, girlfriend, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you call her, kids, all of that, man. Make them have that conversation, bro. I had to have this conversation with my fucking kids, bro, and be like, hey, look, listen, bro. Hey, I ain't just no motherfucking walking ATM now. Y'all ain't just gonna motherfucking hit me up and just talk whenever every time it's like, hey, dad, I need this, dad, I need that. Nah, you can't call me and talk to me, goddamn it, just on the regular, let me know what's going on. It's on this whole. Hey, don't call me when you need some money. Nope. Have to start setting those fucking boundaries, man. And like you said, the black men, bro, we've been programmed, like just like Khalil said, to accept the least or nothing at all. No, sir. It's on us to change that shit, man. It's on us to change it because we the motherfucking grown men right now. These young niggas, they young. They ain't even, they ain't even at the point of where they really got responsibility and shit like that. But 30 and up, bro, that's for us to motherfucking change the way these young niggas understand, bro. Nah, bro, this is what's gonna go on. This is the fucking what's gonna fucking demand respect, bro. But we got Stu in the building. What's up, brother? Go ahead.
What's happening? I just came up off my timeout and you said click the link.
Yeah, go right
I've
ahead, brother. What's
missed
up with you?
I've missed the majority of your show, so I just seen like the caption, the whatever they call them things.
Mm-hmm.
And
Title?
yeah, the title. Yeah, and I seen you was talking about Deborah McNeil and Terence Bud Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I grew up with Deborah. So is this in reference to that HBO video that was done years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
And do you understand why many black mothers had to take that position for their black sons
Explain it to
from
me.
years ago?
Explain
Explain
it
it
to me.
to you?
Yeah.
Well, historically, since white men had put black women in the leadership position over black men, such behaviors or patterns of thinking were taken up by black women so as to protect black sons. Now, it's not an excuse, but just a historical explanation. In order to protect many of the black sons from potential lynching, because if those black sons were to get a little bit rambunctious or out of line, those sons were killed or
Okay, so
sold
one
off to
second.
other plantations.
So 1 second, let me interject. So okay, I've listened to that premise and what's the name? Now I need you to answer a very, very important question to me. Did Terence Crawford, Bud Crawford's mother, live in those times?
It doesn't matter if she
No, no,
lived in
no,
those
no.
times or not.
Hold on,
No,
brother.
no,
Yes, it
please
does.
let
Yes.
me answer, please.
Well, yes, it does.
Please
Well, hold
let
on. You
please
got to give me a
please let
chance to
me answer.
rebuttal. Well, you got to give me a chance
But
to rebuttal. But go ahead, brother. You got it. Go ahead.
but right. It doesn't matter whether or not she lived in those times. That mentality carried itself forward into these times, because you see, we as men, not saying it, all the responsibility is on men, but a primary bit of it is today, have not gained the tools necessary to counter those narratives that were put forth by white men during those times to maintain what the systematic white supremacy. We haven't done what we need to do at this point, since we ain't got to worry about getting lynched, to rectify those conditions that were created during those times to keep slavery going.
Wait.
Okay,
So
hold on. Wait. Let me. So first off, brother. Again, I'm glad you said that. We're literally doing that right now. You're on a panel that I'm doing is to rectify the quote unquote white supremacy that you say is so on and so forth. Blah blah blah. That's been
Okay,
hundreds of years past. So hold
okay. Then let
on.
me. Then
I didn't interrupt you. So let me.
I'm sorry.
You finish. Let me go. Okay. So and furthermore, again, to the point of what I was trying to make earlier, you cannot give a person that has never ever experienced the situation of lynching and slavery and all these different things an excuse to when again she has access to the help, which again is her responsibility as a mother, as an adult first, but especially when she becomes a mother, to go out and get all them $10 he was offering to the whole neighborhood, the motherfucking get whoop her son's ass for them neighborhood kids. She could have put towards going to get some type of mental health, some type of therapy, some type of something to heal her childhood. Because what she explained it perfectly herself. She said she never experienced love. So everything you're saying, she already disproved. I don't even have to disprove. You're giving the excuses to slavery and all these other things. It had nothing to do with slavery. It had something to do with her lack of parenting. And she said it herself that she never experienced love. She never experienced affection. She never experienced these things. So she passed it down to her son, brother. So again, that's why I'm hold on, brother. Hold on. I didn't let me finish. That's why I'm glad you came up, and this is why I like having this discourse. And thank you for being respectful and giving your points. But this is why I say we have to get away from this white man, slavery narrative when that has nothing to do with the current situation. We are, as adults, black people, have all the resources that the slaves and the civil rights sufferers, Jim Crow, couldn't even dream of having. Brother, you can pull up a cell phone right now and learn things that these people that didn't even have a concept of existence back in the slavery days. Okay. So using slavery as an excuse for a woman being a purposeful, harmful, toxic parent to her son is just crazy, brother. That's extreme.
Okay, now can I interject now since
Sure,
you got
course,
all that diatribe about that stuff?
But damn, brother, you definitely gave a diatribe yourself, brother.
Let me tell you,
This is my channel, brother. I can't diatribe for diatribe.
Let me tell you a story. Probably not long after that HBO segment was produced, I had a conversation with Deborah. It was during a cold night at a boxing event that her son was giving, or the boxing club he was with was giving. And she said to me, she said, my son is very mad at me, and I don't know why. And I said to her, I said, Deborah, because these people, your son is on the rise, and these people are going to sit here and stick a camera in your face when you're in your not so good status. And they're going to try to paint this image of you like you're some kind of despicable ass mother. When I know, having grown up with you, that you was a great mother and you really loved your son. She worked hard all her life. So did his father. His father's a Navy veteran. His mother worked at a manufacturing plant for more than 20-something years to support her kid. But I had this conversation with her and saying that these people, they probably want to try and take your son away from you because they see the potential that he has. I said, Deborah, you got to straighten up. That's probably why your son is mad at you. And ever since me and her had that conversation, she has given her best image on TV that she could ever do. So my point being is that if you are a black man who understands the nature of history and the nature of white supremacy, and you can actually convey the reasons why some women should train properly and not just bicker and argue and belittle them when they just might not know, there can be change. And Deborah McNeil is a classic example of that. Sometimes it takes a black man to set the record straight.
What year was this? Did you have that conversation?
Oh, this was probably 2013, maybe 2014. It was a long time ago.
How old was Bud in 2013?
He may have been possibly about 25, 26 years old. I've known Bud since he was a little kid, actually.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's a long time to go through your life. You know what I'm saying? To feel a certain way, regardless of reality. You know what I'm saying? Because here we're talking about the feelings, and I know men don't necessarily talk about the feelings like that, but it does matter, especially when you're a kid.
Well, yeah, I get what you're saying, and how that, how some of the words that a lot of women and even fathers to some extent use to their children can really affect them in their future. I get that. I understand that. And I'm not making any kind of excuses for that. But what I'm saying is that some of us just don't know. Some of us just don't know. And you could talk about and you could talk about getting therapy and all that. And surely that's a good thing. But many of your own therapists don't know. the conditions under which black people have been raised up under.
Yeah,
Many of us
brother,
don't know.
and
Many of us don't know how systematic white supremacy works.
well again, and
But like,
again,
but like I
I'm gonna say
said,
this. Well,
but like
let
I,
me say this.
but like I said, I had that conversation with her, and she changed after that for the
Well,
better.
brother, well, hold on. You saying she changed in 2013? This interview was given in 2019, brother.
Well, like I said, I couldn't remember exactly when it was, but it was a long time ago.
Exactly, and I'm saying so. Either way it goes, this is what I'm telling you. And she came out
But
and
it was
publicly
longer than
said,
4 years ago. That was
and
longer
I
than 4
believe
years ago.
you. So again, you're still supporting my point. So that means even after that, you had that conversation with her in 2013, and let's even say 2015, still up until 2019, she was saying she still refused to give her son the affection, the validation that he looked for. And she, in her mind, said it, brother. You're trying to take. Hold on. You're trying to take away from what she literally said, like
No, I'm not.
not on record on record, brother. She
Right, right.
said she deliberately withheld that and refused to give her son the validation, the appreciation, the hey, you did a good job. Because in her mind, you're giving her a slavery excuse. But even so, the talk you say you had with her, brother, didn't do shit.
Yeah, it did. It did.
No, it
Yeah,
didn't.
it did work.
No,
Yeah,
it didn't, because she's telling you you're talking about what she did for herself as I'm assuming, looking at her, she might have had some problems with substance abuse at some point in time. So I'm guessing that you're alluding to that.
No.
You weren't?
No.
Okay. Well, to look to the looks of it, brother, again, like I said, her health and her very, very yellowish red bloodshot eyes said that she had some difficulties in certain things along the way with her life. Okay. So whatever you're saying, improving her own self-image, she improved her own self-image, okay? But what she still at that time improving her own self-image, she took all the advice you gave for her only, and still said fuck her son after the fact.
No.
We'll get back
No,
to
she
you, brother,
didn't.
because there's a lot of people on the panel. I don't want to hog it
No.
between me and you. I'll let you work back in, but let me go to Big Kev. Big Kev, I greatly appreciate you, brother. Go right ahead, and then we'll get the perfect time. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Everyone can hear me, right?
Yeah, you're good. You're a little low, but hold on, let me see if I can help you out. Hold on. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Can you hear me better?
No, it's still the same. I'm gonna turn you up. Say something now.
Hold on. Let me see
that's
if I
a lot
can
better.
swap
Go
out
ahead.
my headphones. Hold on.
No, I turned you up. You're a lot better now. Go ahead. Well, okay, never mind. So perfect time. Go ahead, brother.
Thank you for having me up, Mr. Fantastic. I see my boy KP from KC5, and I love the topic. I have to agree with you. Black mothers benefit from the monsters they create. It's a lot to unpack there. I agree that they benefit, and I also agree that they create the monsters. Big Kev is back. I could go on pause if we want to get him in, but
well, no, you go ahead, brother.
Sorry about
Continue.
that.
We'll bring him in. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry about that. My freaking phone, man. I hate when it puts
Okay,
the
just
screen.
hold on.
Anyway,
I don't want him to break his thought. We'll bring you in after he gets done. Go ahead, perfect timing.
So I agree. They benefit. And we could unpack in the ways that they benefit. They benefit monetarily. They benefit in society from when this example, like from NBA, I'm gonna buy my mama a house, boxing, whatever it is. They benefit monetarily, and then the actual creation. I would have to disagree with the historical account given by the other brother, because I've been talking about this same concept also. And what we've been talking about is, have black women, when you talked about the banking earlier, have they developed a separate consciousness away from blackness? And are we dealing with the new level of blackness? So in the historical account, I wouldn't go back to slavery. I would go back to what the black manosphere has been very successful at, dealing with the battle of the sexes when the father was taken out of the home. But I want to be more progressive with this topic, Mr. Fantastic. I got to give you your flowers, because this is a progressive topic moving the black manosphere forward. What else happened when the father was taken out the home? The black man was taken out the home. We've been very successful at explaining the downstream effects, what happened when that father came out the home, what happened to the mother, what happened to the child, what happened to a daughter if she was in the home. But we haven't explored what happened when that black father came out, and where black culture stems from, and where the black consciousness that we all know comes from. Because what happened in my home with my single black mother, and I empathize, and thank you for sharing that story about your testing, because I'm in that same boat with you, right? When my father left the home, I saw my mother be granted white privilege via CETA, via free welfare, via free food, via free rent, via a great government job, and great promotions and progressive lifestyle, where she never had to deal with blackness, never had to deal with being the first person to drive the garbage truck, never had to deal with getting past a white manager on the job, never had to deal with racism on his drive home by getting pulled over. When my father would come home, blackness came home. The way that big piece of chicken made such a big deal, because he wasn't just dealing with work, he was dealing with all of the pressures that the black phallus and people who fear the black phallus deal with. When Barack Obama said, I got in the elevator and a woman who I was dressed better than held her purse, right? That fear is only a fear that black men possess, right? So when that black father was taken out the home, that black consciousness was taken out the home. Black women are not raising their children with a black consciousness. That's how you get monsters who can kill someone else, because they don't see that other person as black. They see him as an op. They're not identifying him as black first. Their mother didn't raise them as black. My mama didn't have to live as black. We talk a lot about what they were giving to keep us out the home, but they were giving a different level of consciousness. We are living in a world now where these children were not raised black. They were not only raised by not black men, but the mothers are not having a black consciousness because they're not faced with racism on a day-to-day basis. This is why Tamika can couple with white women in the woman struggle, because she's more akin to white women than black men, because she doesn't deal with black racism in the same way that black men do. Not from police, not on her job, not at her church. When you want to go back and get your spirituality after you done got divorced, how they treat you in church. They don't face this anywhere. So their children are growing up in the home with a person devoid of black consciousness. So this is an excellent conversation that we got to unpack about why we're dealing with this violence and why we're dealing with this inability to love each other. Because I don't think we see each other as blacks. We see each other as opposition. We're not a unity. And it does stem from these mothers, and they benefit from this. They are the ones creating it. They're creating the super whore and they're creating the super thug. And they benefit from the whore because they keep her in the house. They get the child support. They get the Section 8 because she's on her Section 8 on the mom. Because I know 3 or 4 women like this. How many of y'all know women with a mama, the daughter, the kids? This is how women live in 2023. It's 6 women in the house, 3 generations. Yes, they benefit. And yes, that the matriarch created that household that they live in. And we all know that household. It's a great topic, brother, and it's a lot to unpack. Thank you.
I appreciate it, bro. And let me shout out to Alan Stranger. This is what I say too. Let me say this real quick. Again, this is another big thing too, right? And this is something that the black father is held responsible to. And shout out to Alan Stranger for bringing this up, right? It's a double. It's a lose-lose, right? So this doesn't just pass down to the. Let me re-highlight it so you guys can read this. If the child makes it, their evil propelled him into greatness. If he doesn't, then he was always worthless. It's utilitarian to a demonic level. And yes, bro, I'm telling you, man, that that's why I tell y'all. And shout out to the brother, my perfect timing for saying this. I keep trying to tell you guys, bro, the level of adversity and conflict and all this negative stuff and constant stress a black man is put through, bro. No other man on the planet. All right. No other man on the planet. Unless you like in fucking, Yemen or some shit and so on and so forth, and you literally dodging bombs every day. Outside of this, bro, from a societal standpoint, no other man on the fucking planet even comes close. What I'm saying is, if you make it, again, the mom gets all the credit, no matter how toxic she was, no matter how the lack of emotion, the lack of caring, the lack of nurturing, or whatever she used it. Her parenting style promoted you into this greatness, right? But if and when it don't, she was just right, and you was never shit anyway, and it's your daddy's fault. It's like, again, the absent father being the reason for all of the fucking bad shit and the lack of success. Okay, but you know what I'm saying? The present mother is always the reason for the D1 athlete, the lottery pick, the number 1 draft pick, whatever, the successful rapper, the successful actor, this poverty that she forced her kid or kids into, okay, somehow propelled this child to fucking greatness in spite of. And she always gets praised for that. She never gets brought to the carpet, And no black man in history has ever been like, except for maybe like Jimmy Butler. And I think people even asking the question because Jimmy Butler was faced with the question about something to do with his mom, and they tried to flip it on him because he was like, my parents are the people that adopted me. Jimmy Butler is the only person I ever seen come close to holding his quote unquote black mom to the fire or holding her accountable and responsible for her lack of caring for him. And people tried to come for him and say, man, that's your mama, man. That's your mama. You know, and like the brother said, well, she didn't know no better. It wasn't her fault. She, she was this. No matter what the excuse is, it's never the fault of the person who, again, bro, once you have a child, your life is no longer your own. Okay. That is the rules. All right. Whatever issues, problems, shortcomings you have, you're supposed to fix them for the sake of your child. All right. That's why children are supposed to be planned. But as the brother said in perfect timing, what we know is the black woman used the child in the place of the man. All right. This ain't my opinion. This is a fact. This ain't got shit to do with motherfucking white supremacy. This ain't got shit to do with slavery. This has to do with the woman making the choice and saying, hey, look, I don't have to deal with this motherfucking man. He's gonna be trying to tell me what to do. I'm gonna have to follow his rules. I'm gonna have to take care of him. I'm gonna have to cook and clean and all these other things to do anything he want me to motherfucking do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get pregnant. I'm gonna have his kid or his kids or their kids, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna use them as the fucking way to bring in resources and provide a way for me to motherfucking stay and keep the motherfucking cycle going as long as I need to. And then furthermore, like you said, I'm gonna pass down those traits to my daughters, okay, and my sons, but more importantly, my daughters. And now we're gonna be generations of families, black families, depending on the motherfucking government and the white man versus a motherfucking black husband and father.
That's a separate consciousness. They've created something.
Go ahead.
That's not black. That's a new level of operating. That's a new level of thinking in the operating system, right? That what you just explained, Mr. Fantastic, never existed.
Yeah. Kev, it's on you, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, perfect. All right. Gentleman spoke earlier. I don't know if he's the one that like dropped off or whatnot, but you know, it's something to think about in regards to this. And it's like I just hate how like a lot of people claim to be pro-black have like bastardized to talk about slavery, not because it's not fucked up, but because instead of using it as a cautionary tale, okay, I mean think about it, loss of your tribal identity, loss of freedom, you know what I mean, physical abuse, etc., etc., etc. Instead of looking at it like that as a cautionary tale, and basically the narrative being we should never get put in we should never allow ourselves to get put in that compromise of a position ever again. Instead, what we do is we use it as a crutch to justify modern dysfunction. So instead of learning to let go of these dysfunctions, we try to triple down on them and think that we're going to somehow, I guess, liberate ourselves through like tripling down on the dysfunction that comes from slavery. Like, I don't know. But anyways, but in regards to this thing, in regards to these mobs, again, you know, when we show studies about how a lot of these boys do better raised by other groups of women compared to women within the so-called community, the reason why that is simply because bad moms are held accountable. I mean, there's just not, how can I put this? It's not that so-called black women aren't capable of being good moms. It's just that we make too many excuses for the so-called black women that are bad moms. You know, like you said, like in this case, as Mr. Pantex is talking about, we have 127,963 excuses for why she does a horrible job as a parent. You know what I mean? And we somehow think that putting these women above accountability and giving them less accountability than even that of a small child is going to somehow facilitate this grand unity. We're able to come together and all this love and stuff. And reality is it's just going to facilitate more dysfunction. Because think about this. I mean, if you were a so-called black woman that was a bad mom, why should you apologize if no matter what you do, no matter how egregious you engage in any type of child abuse or domestic abuse or fraud, et cetera, why should you apologize when at the end of the day, there's always going to be somebody ready and willing to jump in front of the proverbial bullet of criticism for you, trying to tell you that it ain't really your fault. You know what I mean? Like, that's what a lot of these brothers don't realize. And I think that Ed Anderson said it best. It's like a lot of brothers are just guided by ego and guilt. You know, they think being overly apologetic for just this abject dysfunction is going to somehow create more unity. It's going to bring us together. It's like, no, bro, it's going to tear people further apart. That's the reason why women like Shahrazad Ali were so controversial, because she pretty much told brothers, I'm like, yeah, stop coddling a so-called black woman. You don't got to hate them. It's not about hatred or anything like this. Stop treating them like overgrown children, because that's actually going to make shit worse, as opposed to better. So I think this is just a prime case of, again, bad mothering not being punished properly, So
yeah.
So what's the common link in all that's being said here as to why maybe some of those behaviors was practiced by whether it be black mothers or even black fathers upon their children? What's the common link? Does anybody on this panel know?
I'm guessing you're gonna say the government.
Anybody else?
Well, just go ahead.
Survival. Now, it's not an excuse, but it is an understanding of the conditions that our people were brought up in. And if you today, as a black man, just don't get that, then that's a shortcoming upon you. That's your shortcoming. Because you as a black man.
I would say it's more it's anti-survivalism. It's not survivalism. It's anti-survivalism.
No, actually, it is survival.
If you were if you were trapped in like a forest, say for example, if we were all in like a plane crash, 20 men, 20 women, if we were stranded on a remote island and we have to survive, all these air quote survivalism tactics would ensure that we will all be dead within 2 weeks. This is not conducive to survival. This is anti-survival.
That makes absolutely no sense. What you just said absolutely makes no sense.
Well, hold on. Let me,
and that's a problem. That's a problem about the clarity of thought amongst black people.
They're not going to become.
Well, Kev, hold on, real quick. Let me hop in.
That's a problem. A clarity of thinking amongst black men. What you just said makes absolutely no sense.
Let him explain.
Think of it this way: if out of those 40 people who were in that plane crash in the forest, let's say 3 of them knew survival instincts, they would have to sit there and teach the other 37 as to how to survive.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Or else those who don't adapt, who don't adapt and overcome, will die.
Dude, brother. If I'm talking, just please let me interject, brother. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be disrespectful. You keep rambling. So give me a second now. I'm trying to interject.
I didn't ramble. That was concise.
Well, again, brother. You're over talking me, and
Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to interject.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? No, see, this is your lack of understanding, brother. Again, do you have survivalism skills?
Yes.
Do you have any survival skills? Could you survive on your own? So you know how to create fire, you know how to create shelter, you know how to hunt and gather food and all those different things.
Yes.
Okay, so even if you know that, brother, hold on. Yes, I do. Again, you have a horrible understanding of leadership and what's name, brother. Everybody does not need to have your skills. Hold on, no, you're wrong. Again,
that's a fallacy. Again, how do you know?
It's not a fallacy. It's not a fallacy. Again, it's
So have you ever been in a group that I've led?
Brother,
I've led white men. Have you?
Right. So, brother, you stop cutting me off. So hold on, stop. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. So you just proved my point in saying what you said.
Wrong.
Everybody doesn't need the skills. No, you're wrong. Okay, and I don't want, brother. Can you stop, please, brother? You're too old to be this immature. Stop. Chill out. I'm giving you your time to speak. You're on my platform. Please be respectful. Now, furthermore, brother, from what you're speaking of and what you're saying, everybody doesn't need the skills. Everyone just needs to understand and listen to the person that has the skills and take their direction. Okay, you don't need every 40 some odd person to be able to hunt, to be able to build shelter, to be able to gather food, to be able to do all these things. No, what you said.
That's what I just said.
No, that's not what you said. You said teach everybody.
I said if 3
brother,
out of
brother, please.
I said if 3 out of the 40 knew survival skills, the other 37 would have to follow. That's what I just said.
You said you're gonna have to teach everybody, and that's a fallacy in yourself. You're trying to cover.
Or else those that won't learn will die. That's what I said.
Brother, what you're trying to change it up.
No.
You literally said, brother, this is a recorded thing. You can roll it back and listen to yourself. Mute it up and listen to what you said.
Go ahead.
You said you're gonna have to teach everyone. No, you do not. Everyone does not need to have those skills. All you literally need is one person. Okay. What you need to do is assign, because you know about leadership, is delegating and assigning jobs to those people that are unskilled to your skill. They just need to be able to follow direction. Okay. You don't have to train everybody. Hold on. You don't have to train everybody to be able to do everything. All right, because everybody's not going to be able to do everything in any situation. That's why you have, even in the military setup, you have jobs that separate everybody, brother. Okay.
They still would have to be taught to do what they need to do.
No, they don't. Again, no, you
That's-
don't. No, brother, no. You can't do that. You literally can't do it. You literally cannot teach everybody to have all the
Okay.
survival skills.
Okay,
Some
so
people are not going to have any
so
survival skills whatsoever. There are going to be
okay,
some
so
people
if
that
you needed if you
brother,
needed to designate a person to light a match that didn't know how to light matches, what would you have to do?
brother, again, the person that can't light
No,
matches
answer the
still can't.
question. Can you answer the question?
I'm going to answer. You
Let's
keep
see.
cutting me off. You're gonna
Let's
cut.
see how much of your
Stop cutting
rational
me off,
mind you can
brother.
use.
Brother. It's like brother. I'm trying not to mute you, brother. I'm really having this
If
conversation.
if
Brother, you keep, brother. Can you please be quiet? And let me
now,
answer the question.
come on now.
I'm trying, but you keep purposely like interrupting me, like
No, you didn't. You didn't answer the
being
question.
extremely feminine, brother. Just
No,
stop
that's you.
talking.
That's you. I'm sorry. You said it. I
This is
didn't.
Mr. Fantastic's panel, man. Let him talk.
Again, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm really trying here, brother. I'm really trying, bro. I don't want to mute you. I don't want to drop you down, but you keep, you're not filibustering. So,
Go
brother, the
ahead.
person that just totally and completely inept of doing that task, you give them a lesser task, or you give them another task that they're capable of doing, brother. You don't force someone into doing something that's beyond their capabilities. That's great
But what if they
leadership.
don't know how to do that?
Hold on, brother. Stop. Let me finish. You keep cutting me off before I can answer the question fully. Now, again, brother, being that I know what leadership is, one of the most important things about leadership, bro, I try to work with niggas. Listen, man, one of the most important things about leadership, brother, is not putting a person in a position to where they're going to fail. Especially, I'm just gonna fucking look. I'm gonna mute you up, brother. I'm not gonna drop you, brother. I'm gonna mute you though, because you're being childish. One of the most important things about leadership, okay, is not purposely putting a person in a position to fail, especially if and when that failure could result in the lives of other people. So if I know that we fucking need fire in order to fucking survive, the last thing I'm going to do is give the fucking fire making fucking responsibility to the person that just does not get it. Okay. I'm going to shuffle through the people that understands the concept and can pick it up. And I'm going to give that task to that person. The person that can't create the fucking fire, bro, I'm not going to put him in charge of the fire. That would make me a horrible leader. Because again, I'm not just affecting his life, and I'm affecting everybody's life, including mine. Okay. So you start talking this leadership shit, bro. Okay. You need to understand and know who you're talking to. All right. And know my background. All right.
Fantastic. Also, to the Big Kev's point, is the whole like the reasoning what he was going to, the thing that's antithetical to survivability, is the fact that if you have animosity within the group, like hunter-gatherer type environment, whatever, that is a bad thing. That is going to foster a bad environment. That's going to foster distrust. And it could even lead to altercations, which could lead to some kind of mutiny, or even, somebody killing somebody else.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so the last thing you want to do is sow like seeds of doubt or dysfunction into the group for the unit cohesion, if you will.
I like to interject and push back, because I don't think it was a choice. I mean, I don't think it was out of survival. I think it was a choice, and I think they're choosing single parenthood because it's being made attractive. And that's another part of who actually is benefiting. It's not just the Black mothers who are benefiting. There are other parts of society who are benefiting from these monsters also. And that's another part of the evil part of what's going on, because behind a lot of these stories is a championing of single parenthood. When we know, back to your earlier topic about test scores, that low test scores, poverty, and incarceration are directly linked to single parents and single parent household and low income. And when you look at high test scores and you look at PWIs, you're looking at two-parent households with a high income, right? And then when you look at successful marriages, two-parent households with high income. So there is a concerted effort to make single parenthood look good. These women are choosing this lifestyle because it's being made attractive because of the benefits.
Well, hold on, but no, and it's in perfect time. And
Well,
again,
of course. Hey,
wait,
okay,
Khalil, hold on. This one, but perfect timing, and this is why I say you I love when you guys come up with the white supremacy rhetoric or white man or whatever, and so on and so forth, the stance. But where it falls on his face, man, is again, why are Black women the only people taking advantage of it at the level that they are? Again, this is available to all women. Hold on.
No, I didn't say
Hold on, wait. Just let me
say white. I didn't say a mythical white man. And I didn't even say race or sex. I said single parenthood is being championed.
Okay, well, my bad. So my bad. I apologize.
But I would get at the like a private prisons. I've been talking about convict leasing, so that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people.
But let me say this.
I'm not talking about mythical anything. I'm talking about there are people who benefit from the single parent being champion and the monsters that's created in a single parent home. There's a place to house you, and someone's gonna make billions of dollars off these monsters.
And I understand that, but listen, what I'm saying, this is what separates it. This is what separates it, right? Again, why are the black mothers choosing it at a higher rate than any other demographic in the country? So that's the question that we have
because it's the easy route.
Let me answer.
It's the easy route. Most people choose the easy path in life. You know that, or you should know that.
Let me answer, sir. Let me answer. I think we're having a baby boomer generation problem, but I would say because it's being marketed to them at a higher level. There's no counterpart to Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion. So it's being marketed to black women at a higher level, right? And that's why. And it's a very powerful narrative and a message, right? So all of the imaging that's going on in that direction is focused toward them. So that would be my answer. Why are they succumbing to it? Because it's a very powerful marketing tool and it's being pinpointed toward them because I believe they've been massaged mentally to a point where they're easily manipulated. But yeah, the marketing is targeted toward that sector and it's purposely for a reason. Now, I'm not going to get into if it's racial or not, but I say the reason that they're more susceptible is because the marketing is high-powerly targeted toward them. Taylor Swift is not rapping about the same thing as Cardi B. That's my answer.
Women are more susceptible to verbal influence. Y'all should know that as men.
So social influence. So it's the whole
verbal social influence. Women are more susceptible to that.
The question was about why black women are more susceptible. So I gave my
because they're women. Because they're women. Women have vanity. Women are in a sense ruled by vanity. So most of y'all men know if y'all went ahead and got women, what was the first thing y'all do? Y'all blew up their ego, right? Right? If you want to get in them panties, you blow up their ego. You know that. It works the same in social condition. It works the same in social condition. It has always worked that way.
Sir, not in this generation. You don't need to blow up anybody's ego.
I'm Gen X, by the way, not baby boom.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. So let me say this again and again. No, again, because I understand what you guys are saying from the media standpoint.
You shouldn't say no. That means you shouldn't say no. That means you're trying to convince yourself of your own bullshit.
Okay, cool. Well, however you want to say that, brother, it's cool. But like I said, no.
Really, that's what it is.
No, brother. So no, brother. This is what I'm saying. And it's not me convincing myself my bullshit. It's me defending my point and making my point. But it is what it is. This is what I'm saying. Music is not the only thing. We just had a thing. I don't know if you guys weren't here yesterday. So again, Mia Khalifa, okay, a porn star. That's what y'all say. She's Lebanese. A Muslim porn star is out here.
She's raised Catholic. She's raised Catholic.
I did that. Yep, I saw that.
So Mia Khalifa again just put out a viral thing telling women, all women, not just black women. I promise you, most of them, she doesn't have a high black woman following. Okay, telling women to get married and divorce their husbands or leave these dudes and so on and so forth and basically keep the game going. Okay. Is music a thing? Yes, music is a thing. But in this day and age, as to where TikToks are more viral than music, they're TikToks that get more exposure than the believe it or not, the fucking what's the girl name? Ice Spice, Suki Hana, Sexy Red, any of these fucking thought rappers, right? Any of these ratchet rappers, there is media out here. Okay, and the biggest media are not black women. Okay, black women don't have the biggest media accounts out here. So this whole thing is where, and this is why I say we're giving them a pass and we're giving them an out. We make this excuse about, oh well, they're being influenced by this. No, and it's been proven. Again, I showed this. What's the vanishing of the black family? These women were asked. Okay, they were asked directly. Out of the 10 or however many women it was, young ladies that were single mothers, only 1 out of the 10 said, "Hey, I don't want to have a family. I don't want to be responsible for a man." This is way back in the 70s. Okay.
In the 70s. I was about to say that.
Yeah. So this is way back in the 70s. It was 40 plus years.
When I said verbal conditioning, I wasn't just talking about music. Verbal conditioning can be done through writing, especially from an academic level. It can also be done from mouth to ear. It can also be done by the images that you see on TV. And the sad thing is that, you know, we as Black people, Black men in particular, do not control the images or the language that has been put out about us over these past 100 years, I'm gonna say, since the advent of the TV. You know, verbal influence isn't just the music. Most of us, we usually go to that because that's the most evident. But, you know, most of us really haven't been able to, you know, dissect the subliminal conditioning that our people have been up under since the TV and radio was put out there. And we've been affected by it, especially Black women, many Black men also.
I mean, everybody's been affected by it. Everybody's been affected by the conditioning and all that. And there's no Cosby Show anymore, so you can see where
but I gotta say this.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I gotta say this. To the guy that say that is about, you know, white systematic white, you know, slavery and all this. I know firsthand that Black women benefit off the muscles that they make. Why? Because my mama, when I was out there selling dope, guess what she wasn't doing? She wasn't telling me to stop or get out of the house selling dope. You know what she said?
Let me get some of that money.
Bring me some of that money.
Money.
When
Thank
I
you.
was out there, hold on, but when I was out there, she know I was out there with guns and shooting at people. You know what happened when she found out somebody disrespect her? I'm gonna go get my son. Everybody in the neighborhood was like, hey, don't fuck with him. That's a child mama. Don't mess with her. She walked in there for pride because she knows that her son is a nigga in the street. She ain't never say, son, you need to stop because you might get killed like your daddy. She didn't say none of that. I could have got killed just like my daddy, but guess what? I didn't. I had my uncle, who was a real man, because yes, it does take a man. It wasn't my uncle on my mama's side, because he was in the streets. It wasn't my mama. My daddy was in the streets. He got killed in the streets. So when you say that it was white supremacy and all that, bro, when it came to the point that my mama could have said, hey, don't do that. You ain't bringing no drug money in my house. You gonna
You're not wrong.
Get out my house.
Right, you're not wrong. But what's the common link between your story and systematic white supremacy? What's the common link? Can you explain that?
I'm gonna tell you because she knew better. It wasn't no white man putting no dope in my hand.
Yeah, no.
What's the common link?
Telling me that hold on.
What's the common link between your story and historical white supremacy?
Brother, he didn't cut you off, brother. Stop, please stop interjecting. Let him finish, and it'll be a turn. You go, brother. Let him speak. Go ahead, Khalil.
It wasn't no white supremacy. It wasn't no cracker or whatever you want to call them selling me that dope they put on the street. It wasn't no white dude and it wasn't no Mexican. It was black dude selling me those ounces to put on the weed on the street. So when you say it was the white man and all this stuff, my mother knew better. Because you know why? I had a grandma that said the shit that my mama should have been saying was get your ass out of the street and I'm praying for you. My mama didn't do that. My grandma did. Because she was raised in, guess what? She was raised in Jim Crow. So,
okay, what's the common link?
Saying, bro, you gonna miss me with that.
What's the common link? Do you know?
What's the common link, brother?
No, I'm asking you.
No,
I'm asking you. What's the common link? I can tell you, but I just want to see if you know. What's the common link between your story and historical white supremacy? What's the common link?
I'm gonna tell you, I got the same link or the same story about the boxer that Mr. Fantastic talking about. My mama didn't do shit. It was my grandma. My mama ain't never gave me a hug. My mama, I think I was what, 31? So my mama for her to understand and say, I'm sorry. I was 7 years old when I seen a woman get her head blown out. I shouldn't have saw that at 7. My mama said, you know what she told me? I said, Mama, you know I remember the woman getting shot in the head on my cousin Box Chevy back in the motherfucking 80s when it was brand new. You know what my mama said? I didn't know you remember that. What kind of shit is that?
Lord Jesus, man.
Okay, since the common link came, I'll tell you.
I said the common link. The common link is that my mama wasn't shit They're like his mama wasn't shit.
And my mama.
That's what I'm gonna tell
Okay.
you.
And my
Okay. I'll tell you the common link between your story, brother, and historic white supremacy. The fact that the male slave had to be kept in line to be productive for the white slave master. The black woman was tasked to do that. That's the common link. That conditioning carried itself down over hundreds of years, and it has not been addressed nor changed.
What slave owner gave my mama?
It's not about the slave owners. It's about the conditioning of white supremacy. It's about the mentality that was put into the people to make the system self-perpetuate.
Brother, let me ask you this.
That's what y'all don't understand, brother.
You make hold on. You making an excuse for my mama. But guess what?
I'm not
You didn't
making
say
an
that was the
excuse.
problem. Hold on. You didn't say that was the problem with my grandma. Who raised her?
That's the same issue. I just sat there and said it's the same. It's the same systematic conditioning that the people has gone
Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying.
I already heard
How
what you
my
said.
mama,
Go ahead.
what my mama raised me is not how my grandma raised her. She went totally different against what she was doing and how she was taught. So if my mama was raising me like that, if it was white supremacy, if it was that ingrained, my grandma should have taught her. My grandma should have did the same thing with my uncle, which is her son, which she didn't do.
Again,
well, that's
man.
good.
Let me say.
You hear that? Now you hear that? You said that's good.
That still doesn't change the conditioning that eventually you suffer from. It still doesn't change the environment, the conditional environment in which you suffer from. It doesn't change that.
Brother, if I'm talking, please let me speak. Again, man. Shout out to Khalil. This is the biggest thing I wanted to bring up and make sure of. Listen, bro. Again, all these excuses get made for these women that make these decisions, dog. Again, and I didn't even get to that point, and I'm glad you did, so I can get to it. FBGD, shout out to Jap. Jap just covered the thing of FBG Duck's mom, right? FBGD Duck's mom, FBG Duck. Okay, my bad. Okay, or Mama Duck as they call her. She lost at least what was it, 3 or 4 kids, right? She lost all her sons to the streets. Every last one of her sons she lost to the streets. Once she lost the first son, she didn't get him. She didn't move herself or her sons out of the streets. Second son, same thing. Third son, same thing. Again, these women build these guys, and like Khalil said, if her son is a fucking killer, hey, I'll call my son up here. You don't want no smoke, right? She will literally sick her sons, risk their lives, risk their freedom as her fucking attack dogs. Any type of motherfucking problem she got. When her son's out here selling dopes, moving bricks, doing whatever pills, whatever the fuck, pimping hoes or whatever, hey, give me some of that money. I need my rent paid, the light bill, the phone bill. I need groceries. Not giving a damn about not giving a damn about the ill-gotten gains in the criminality, the people he hurting, hell, the people he killing, the people that's being affected by it. Why? Again, that's the most important motherfucking part of the monsters that they motherfucking make, bro. We talk about here. And you try and there's no excuse to be given because they know this, and despite of it, they still benefit and take advantage of it. That's the problem.
Bro, Mr. Fantastic. I just said you said that my mama cut the money. I knew my grandma needed high blood pressure money. I had the money, bro. I said, Grandma, pick up $200 for your prescription. You know what my grandma said? I don't want that drug money.
Yep.
I don't want it. She said, the Lord will make a way. Now, guess what I had to do? I ended up giving it to her, but I had to sneak it to my mama and tell my mama to tell her that my mama found it on the ground. Here you go, Grandma. Because if she didn't know it came from me, she wouldn't have took it.
And Khalil, like you said, your grandma was closer to Jim Crow and slavery that your mama ever would have been. And she raised your mama, and in spite of, again, because your mama didn't give a fuck, and she raised you, and she was in the era of, Drug Central in the 80s and all this other shit or whatnot, what have you. She said, fuck what my mama taught me. I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna take advantage of this motherfucking shit. My son is out here motherfucking crashing out. If he crash out, so on and so forth, but I'm gonna get what I can get out of him before he go see fucking Uncle Charles.
And as I
Check this out. I was raised.
and as I said, under historical white supremacy, women were put into the leadership position in order to control the black men. And so your narrative fits right into that. It does again, as far as your grandmother not passing it down to your mother, but your mother passing on that misery to you.
Yeah, but you keep
Again.
skipping the fact, but you're acknowledging the fact that
I'm not-
again, there was yes you are. You acknowledge the fact that again, the person that was closer to Jim Crow and slavery had the morals, had the values, passed them down, but the mother, her child, was his mother,
To the
chose
mother. And
go
as I
past
said,
it.
and
So-
as
so
I
what do
said,
you-
systematic white supremacy put the female black
can't
woman
use
in
systematic
position
white
to
supremacy
rule the
when the
men.
person that was close to
She
it
wouldn't
did the
pass.
right
She wouldn't
thing.
pass it to the daughter, but she would pass it to the grandson.
I'm gonna say a little more. I don't want to put too much of my business out there because the people who want to talk about can't get on the line and speak for themselves. But I'm gonna say this: I was raised up in the Blodgett home, the old Blodgett home. That was the project, one of the biggest projects in Jacksonville. Matter of fact, one of the roofest projects in Jacksonville. Leroy Butler was raised up in that apartment complex. The football player for the Green Bay Packers, right? Now listen at this. That area was that was the Harlem of Jacksonville, uptown, what we call La Villa, Sugar Hill area. Now, in that area, in that project, we was a typical hood motherfucker. You know why? Because my mama stayed out there. My auntie stayed out there. Remember y'all talk about the women that everybody stay in the same hood right around the corner? That's how that was. They stayed in the same project. My grandma, my auntie, my great-grandma, sister, my uncle and his kids, we all was raised up in that neighborhood till they tore it down because of lead. Now listen at this. Now my auntie found a good guy. Now she was a street woman, but she came to her senses and realized, oh shit, I got too many kids. I gotta find me a motherfucking simp to take care of me and these kids, because I know if not, we're gonna be fucked up like the rest of the motherfuckers in the neighborhood. So guess what she did? She got on her P's and Q's. She started changing. She started acting like the rest of motherfuckers in our family and the rest of motherfuckers in the neighborhood. She changed. She found a man. He took her out of the hood, built her a house. He started a motherfucking tire company with semis. He changed her whole life to this day. Right now, she living in that house. And my cousins, them good. They're gonna always have a house, but not because of what she did. It's because of the good man, the simp, or whatever you want to call him. The good guy came in and stayed in and rescued her. But when you look at the rest of my aunties and cousins, they didn't end up like that because they were still on that stupid shit like they is now. Actually, they were. And they had the same bullshit going on. Their daughters going through the same shit. They having kids from ain't shit niggas because they seen their mama with ain't shit niggas. And guess what? Who fault it is? It's the mama fault. Because there wasn't no man that showed them.
It sounds to me like that man. It sounds to me like that man that came in and established order was a good man, and he had the intelligence to be able to influence the woman in a way to where she became greater.
Listen. And I'm gonna tell you, you can't say yes. I'm telling you what.
He was the influence as to why she changed.
Hold up. The reason why I don't want to put too much of the business out because they ain't on this.
The character of that man.
But the reason she said she did that is because what I just said out her mouth. Because she knew she couldn't take all those kids by her damn self. It wasn't nothing about because he was a good man. She came and realized that, hold up, I better change the way I am. If not, I'm gonna be stuck with all these motherfucking kids struggling like the rest of us out there. That's why.
And I bet he was an influence on that line of thinking.
Hold on, brother. Wait, Stu. So shout out to Chocolate Bunny, and she's been dropping a lot of knowledge from a black woman's perspective in the chat. I don't know if you noticed, but again, this is why I say too, man. This isn't just my thought process or whatever. I have real black women in that comment. She's not on the panel, but she's been commenting on this and talking about the choices she made herself. Okay, not blaming on white supremacy. This is a real live black woman now. Okay, she's not blaming white supremacy. She's holding herself accountable and telling you the decision that she's made and giving you insight to the black woman from a black woman. Telling you a lot of women have anyway babies, really don't want them, but I'll have them anyway. God damn, bro, that's a bar.
Yeah, I know
Okay?
that. I know
So
that.
hold
And
on,
they
brother,
have
brother,
and
again,
they
you
have them
joined it or
anyway
not, brother.
because it
Again, this
brings
is what I'm saying,
resources.
brother. Please. This is what
And
I'm
like I
saying.
said,
Okay,
conditional white
but we've already
supremacy
covered that. We've
provides that
already covered that.
influence.
But the point of the matter of this,
She's right.
you cannot blame white supremacy for again the
But she's right.
irresponsibility when it comes to allowing themselves to be impregnated by ain't shit niggas, bro. They ain't got nothing to do with white supremacy. They got nothing to do with
It's the
slavery.
easy route. It's
Well,
the
again,
easy
brother,
route,
again,
and systematic white supremacy has taught people to take the easy route in life.
okay, and like you said, the key word, and I'm glad you said that, people. But again, when you have one group that's disproportionately taking advantage of it, unlike anyone else, that tells you that it's a decision, it's a choice. And then not only
That's
that,
not true.
yes,
White
it is.
women do
Hold
it
on,
too.
brother,
Asian
you only
women,
make
Hispanic women, a lot of people do that. It's not just
I'm
race.
glad you said that.
So
This
it's
is what I'm talking about.
incentive.
And the problem is, brother, what kills your argument is the rate at which it's done.
Wrong.
It's not wrong. What are you talking about? I could pull up the numbers to support it.
Yeah, but that's
Do we
from
really
the
need to pull up
experience
the
of you're talking
single
from the
black
black
mother
experience
rate?
solely.
Now you stumbling and
You're
stuttering,
talking
brother.
from the black experience solely. I'm trying to find the right words to say it. You're talking
There's
from
no
the black
there's no
experience
way, there's
solely.
no
You're not
other way,
talking
brother.
about the human experience as a whole.
What?
That's a logical
Fantastic.
fallacy.
Just pull up the single black mother weight because he's not going to listen. So he's not going to listen to logic. So bring the numbers because the
I
numbers
don't
speak for
even know,
themselves.
like, bro.
No, I've listened to it. I already know the numbers and all that, but
Okay,
it
so
does
why?
happen
But
in
yet
other
you're still
cultures
making
also.
excuses. So we're going to
Yeah,
ask
so
you a
I
very
didn't make an
simple
excuse.
question.
I never. I gave definitions.
Did
So
these
y'all
ladies
call.
have a choice? Yes or
See,
no?
because of the shortness of your mental capabilities,
Did these ladies have a
you
choice?
call
Sir,
explanations
why are you going to ad
excuses.
hom? Sir, why are you going to ad hom?
Because I just because I'm sitting here and giving definitions to
And we've been
problems
asking you
that
simple,
we are
straight
faced with as a
questions.
people,
Did
and
they
y'all
have a
relegate
choice? Yes
to a
or no?
feeling of
Did
excuses.
they have a
Y'all
choice? Yes or no?
draw back to that's
Did
an
they have
excuse.
a
That's an
choice? Yes or
excuse.
no,
Hold on,
sir?
bro. I got let me
It's a
mute this
simple
dude up.
question.
Lion, hold on. Again, brother, we as disruptive and disrespectful you've been, brother. Again, you're the person that's trying to throw ad hominem attacks, okay, on my platform. I've been extremely gracious with you, brother. I give you a lot of grace, brother. And now you're talking about the point about intellect and all this. Look, listen here, my nigga.
That's feminine energy, you
Let's
know.
brother. Again, my nigga, listen to me, brother. We talk about intellect. You're nowhere in my realm. Okay,
Still feminine.
Two totally different fucking galaxies. No, you can say feminine all you want. Again, all of your fucking points have been disproven, brother. You've yet to defend any of your things, and now you're the person that have resorted to ad hominem attacks and all this other shit and so on and so forth. And when I hit you with the facts, okay, about stats and data, well, you start fucking stuttering.
You haven't told me no stats of that. I already
Yes, I
said I
did.
know.
And you actually, yeah, thank you. Exactly. And you agreed with them. So I told you about the ones that you knew already existed. So you literally made my point for me. All the fucking
But I was
bullshit
saying that's
arguing,
just
and again, bro, let me brother.
when
Stay muted. Now, brother, again.
When it comes to women having any way.
Let me go ahead and do this for you, brother. Listen. Now
Thank you, Fantastic. You should have done that an hour ago.
Again, but I'm trying. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. This is why I don't like doing this because neither way he was scared and he was this. Bro, we done gave this nigga all the grace in the world. He keep motherfucking talking over motherfuckers. He keep doing this bullshit, and now he trying to fucking do this.
But he refused.
I mute the nigga, and then he keep unmuting himself. Listen, brother. Listen, I appreciate you for coming up, but this is the prime example we talking about these simp ass niggas and these motherfuckers that are never gonna hold these women accountable. And you need niggas like this to prove that we not fucking crazy.
No,
okay?
but the thing about it, the thing that annoyed a lot of us that you say this and you keep dancing around the fact that choices. It comes down to choices. The brother who was just speaking at pretty much telling us the whole damn life story was always came back. And then he asked the question, who's the common link? The woman. Yes, the common link is the woman. And the common link to that woman is a choice. Once again, it comes down to choices.
I agree. And they make it attractive. That's what it is. It's a choice, and they're making it attractive every day, 24/7.
No one's making these women do anything. They are choosing.
They're choosing it. I agree that they're choosing it, but I'm also saying that it's being made attractive because they're not the only ones benefiting.
So he said something, right? And I'm not gonna speak to the AdCom piece or anything like that, but he said it's the easy route. So humans are only they tend to lean toward what they're incentivized to do, right? And that's any race, any time period, any point in time. And if the environment is such to where it incentivizes women to do X, then you're going to get the Mia Khalifas that are encouraging women to get divorced because misery loves company, and the incentives, are all there for these quote unquote starter marriages and all this crap. And I'm really surprised when you were really close to you know was it Reconstruction and Jim Crow South.
Oh, I wanted someone to bring up Reconstruction.
Like I was going to, but he kept on like kind of putting that. But I'm like, we're married at a higher clip.
Reconstruction. I'm like, oh man,
we're married at a higher clip, and then like the Cosby Show was going on. I know white couples that watched the Cosby Show, and that inspired their relationships. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what's going on, man?
Okay, so I don't know if this is the same guy, but it's kind of what's the name since I dropped you that you maybe did. So let's see. Fantastic afraid to address society while hiding behind black women. He got crumbs from the Navy. Now racism suddenly doesn't exist. He never mentions the causes, which has been political politics. Listen, brother.
Wow.
Listen, brother, again, brother. Again, it's funny to me when you niggas talk about crumbs from the Navy, bro. The Navy's about to pay me for the rest of my life, bro. Okay? Crumbs, brother. Again, the last time I know is very few places where you can retire at 20 years and doing a job and then receive that retirement pay from the day that you fucking.
Let me back that up. Let me back you up on that. I'm also a veteran from the U.S. Army, and I just got my associate degree, and I didn't pay a dime for it.
Yeah. So again, crumbs, and like I said, yeah, I'm
unlike. What's the average college loan?
Yeah.
College debt? Yeah. I don't have that.
I'm sure he would want his son to go into the armed services, so I don't understand that at all.
Like that's wild.
Black niggas the only one that dish you on something that's good.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
That's good.
Yeah, but
Khalil, if I was out here, brother, if I was out here selling dope and wiping noses, bro, I'll be the realest nigga ever. But because the nigga decided to work a job for 20 years and get benefits and do all this other shit, let me see. Afraid to address society while hiding behind black women. Brother, I've never hid behind black women, brother. Again, I'm one of the best at doing this shit and defending my opinions, supporting it with stats, data, and your experiences, other black men's experiences. We have Khalil X up here, brother, that just told you, even though it be anecdotal, this is his real life shit that he's seen in his life. I give you my real life experiences as a black man in real life. That's something that stats and data will never be able to quantify. Why? Because again, there is nuance to everything, bro. All right.
Yeah,
this is my whole point, and I'm glad you said that. What I'm telling you is the black man's experience is unique to any and everybody else in this society that we live in, the United States of America. It can't be fully quantified because, again, we have to deal with things that other people, unlike us, black women included. Again, shout out to the brother, Perfect Timing. As he said, black women have set themselves off as their own entity, their own race, their own class, their own demographic. They don't even consider themselves in the same fucking league as us. Okay,
hey, the Ice Cube conversation told you that.
Yes, black men are the only group of men.
BLM mission statement told you.
Go ahead, Perfect Timing.
No, I was saying the BLM mission statement told you, and they have it back off of that. They redefine what it is to be what they call a family.
Yes. So again, the black man is the only man now from a global standpoint as to where the women attached to them don't want to be the same as them. They want to be their own shit. So again, brother, this whole thing about me hiding behind anyone or anything, brother, is just asinine in itself. I've been doing this for too long, brother. My track record is too motherfucking solid, and I have all the proof to support everything I motherfucking say about anything I've ever said, and I stand on it.
Hey, okay? Fantastic. Let's just do this. Let's accept his premise, right? Why are there so many viral videos of these women attacking their kids? It doesn't matter if they're male or female. Because you remember the week before last, the one black lady was all mad at her girl and tugging her by her hair. Is that white supremacy doing that?
Yeah, man.
That's a choice. That's the abuse. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that everybody don't go through that or everybody will go through that. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But that's a choice that she made.
and she's being rewarded. Somebody said that
I got a
earlier.
question. Go ahead.
No,
Hey, I got a
I'll,
question. To ask.
Go ahead.
How many households, black households, you think that them young black boys, such as myself, I was doing when I was younger, will be selling drugs out of his mama house and coming back from selling drugs if his dad is
none.
Yeah, none. Or very a lot less than that are. Like you said again,
Yes, sir.
that was
And
a
you
part
know
of
it.
the whole program.
Yeah, that was part of it.
Yeah. But we got George Kidd in the building. What's up, bro?
Man, what up, though? What up, though? I was in the back listening, man, but y'all building on some real positive things over here, and I like what I'm hearing. But I mean, I just to give a little pushback. I agree with what both of the brothers just said and the question that my man just asked. But I'm a guy that didn't grow up with my dad in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm 30 years old. Grew up in Detroit, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 children, and I take care of all of them. You know what I'm saying? I got my own house,
Shout out
cars,
to you,
whatever,
brother.
job. Thank you, bro. Thank you. But that's not even the point. But it's just more so like, it was a lot of guys that my mom would have around that was encouraging me to do things that he probably thought was cool, but just with me having my own mind, I didn't even follow those type of things. And then the guys that I did look up to or I did, grow up around, you know what I'm saying, it was always older dudes and they was into the streets, but they would never encourage me to get in the streets. And they just, like the fact that I was into knowledge and school and just different things like that. But it's like, I'm liking the conversation, man, because like you said a second ago, it do got a lot of nuances, and you know what I'm saying. I've had situations to where, I'm of a, mixed heritage or background, I guess. You know what I'm saying. My dad black, my mom she mixed, so you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, I have been discriminated against by white people as well as black people. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I just feel like it's circumstantial. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not the same because I done got some white people that done gave me the shirt off their back. You know what I'm saying? And I done have black people that broke in my house. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just all circumstantial, bro. So I agree with the conversation where it's going. I just want to listen some more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's cool, fam. And let me say this, brother. And again, brother, I don't know how long you've been in or how long you've been listening. Again, brother, for you to be 30 years old, have a house, take care of all your children, brother, that's not a small feat. The society and the world's gonna tell you that it ain't shit. You're just doing what you're supposed to. But again, look at how many men aren't. Okay. So again, one of the big parts of what I'm trying to do with this platform is to get black men to start appreciating ourselves and start championing yourselves for the things that you're doing. Because it's what you're supposed to do, but how many people aren't doing what they're supposed to do? Especially, and
So
again,
correct.
that's the narrative that the black man, everybody broke, ain't nobody taking care of their kids, all of y'all doing this, all this bullshit, so on and so forth. So again, when you are doing that, man, you putting out here and standing up and saying with your chest, well, no, that's not true. I'm one of the many black men, one of the majority of black men that are doing what we're supposed to do. I'm providing for my family. I'm self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here in the streets. I'm not doing any of these things despite my upbringing. And I'm not a product of my environment, right? You know what I'm saying? I was able to have a mind of my own. So again, brother, shout out to you for doing those things. What I'm saying. As far as the thing going, I understand what you're saying with the circumstantial. A lot of things are circumstantial, but again, you supported my original point. Again, I don't know how hard you've been in here, and we applied to Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford even came to the understanding of where he was like, okay, it wasn't even had nothing really to do with my mom. I was already built this way, and she just helped give me that extra oomph, that extra spark to, you know what I'm saying, fuel what I already had in me. And that's what I'm
Exactly.
trying to get black men to understand versus being able to give this credit back. And what black women will say in the black dynamic and what we're programmed to think is, oh, well, your mama being an asshole and being a horrible mama to you, she forced you into being this great motherfucking boxer and all this other bullshit when you literally cursed the baby, you know what I'm saying, before he could even, take his first breath fully. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
So
I
that's
agree.
all I'm
I agree
saying,
with
bro.
that. I agree with that so much because even to the extent of like a person don't know really what they dealing with until they realize, you know what I'm saying, what they dealing with. And I know that sounds kind of funny, but what I'm meaning by that is this is like my son's mother, you know what I'm saying? Like still love her to death. We're not together. I just hope she has the best. But at the end of the day, she is like, I put her through school, made her a nurse. I bought her first house, bought her cars, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? I did that because I felt like this is the woman I want to be with for the rest of my life. but I'm
Yep.
still a man. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna probably flirt with women or laugh or whatever, but I wanna be with you. But at the
Yep.
end of the day, that thing didn't go that way. And then now that we're not together and I got two beautiful daughters with my woman I'm with now, she's not
Yep.
bad, but she know that she lost a good one because now she got 3-4 other baby daddies.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And they all just one after another. And it's like
Yep.
she respect me on a different type of level now. You get what I'm saying? Because
Hey,
despite us getting together young, you know what I'm saying, I still knew what I wanted out of life, but I was just young and I was, righting my wrongs and figuring
Exactly.
it out. You know what I'm saying? Figuring out how to create a foundation, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't start in the sky. So that's all. But I agree with you 100%.
But yeah, bro. And
Mr. Fantastic.
go ahead, Khalil.
Hey, let me say something. And this deep, man. Me and you, Mr. Fantastic, when it comes to our mother, we had the same experience. I heard you tell the story about how you had to tell your mama the shit that you went through, how it affected you.
I had to do the same thing with my mama, man. And a lot of
I
people don't
third that.
understand how, a lot of people don't understand just the damage the mother can do to a boy. And when my mama finally said she was sorry, if she'd have said that years sooner, it's a lot of things that I probably would have done a lot better. It's a lot of things in my marriage I would have did differently because of the pain that I had from my mother that I went through with her. It affected me a lot in my marriage because of how because the other people want to know that the truth is a lot of times the way your mother do you kind of affect how you deal with women. And a lot of people don't understand that. So when it comes to, I think all the guys
need to get with their mother, definitely the ones who they know. A lot of dudes know their mama wasn't shit. Because we got this God complex when it comes to the mother. She can't do no wrong. She a black queen.
Yep.
But if they just,
that
I
keep
think
us
a lot
under
of
their
stuff
foot
is
though.
true. Because it's about that. Because that's the only way.
Hey,
That's the only power they have.
Mr.
That's the
Fantastic,
only
man.
power they have, bro.
Yeah, bro.
This is very powerful because it's like if what you said today is true, and I was a guard dog, and I was a monster, and my brother who was just speaking, and all of us have this story, then what you're asking us to do is to help us free ourselves, right? It's very healing conversation for those of us who are still the creatures that this person created. I mean, without putting anyone down, you are them, And what I would say to the young brother, congratulations at 30, but another thing I would give you your flowers on too, Mr. Fantastic. Let's unpack what Khalil was saying and what this young man said about why is it you were scratching at that earlier. Me and you were having a conversation before we interrupted. Why is it that this young brother at 30 was able to have the foresight and make the decision? Because I think we've been trying to get to this. And why did she make that decision? And a lot of us had that story with my first baby mom. I got that same story. And I went on to be very successful. And to this day, that same conversation is there. I hear it in her voice when she hang up the phone. So why is it that he was able to make that progression and she like regressed? I think you were scratching at that earlier.
And that's what I'm trying. Let me read this super chat real quick, man. Shout out to G Champ, bro, for the 10. Greatly appreciate you, brother. Great screen, bro. Many more men need to hold their own mothers accountable. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, that's one of the first steps into freedom, man. And like Khalil said, that's a big part of that's going to have a major effect on your your dealings in your personal and intimate relationships with women, man. Again, no Oedipus type shit, that's on and so forth. But again, when you have that lack of trust, again, you're to understand what the mother and stuff is, bro. I'm no psychiatrist, I'm no psychologist, no therapist. Just do your own research, man, and understand the role that plays from the dynamic. And it's I'm not gonna say it's sad. I actually say it's by design that it's purposely looked over and never brought up as to how and why, quote unquote, the lack of success that black men and black women are able to have in a relationship, and the black man is always blamed, and the black woman never has to take accountability, responsibility for literally how we were programmed and or psychologically trained to handle those intimate relationships between men and women. But that's a whole nother thing for another day. Like you were saying, perfect time. Same thing, bro. I have a very, very similar story as where I told you guys. People laugh when I say, "Hey, man, my first baby mama stole my sperm." Again, this is somebody I was in a relationship with. We are being responsible, having protected sex until she gets on birth control. She stops having the birth control purposely. It does not inform me. She gets pregnant. We're not one, but two. Okay, all right. So again, how am I as a man supposed to be able to trust this person and build a life with a person that would do something that's diabolical from that to begin with? But lo and behold, like you said, hey, I want to be a part of my child's life. I know the importance, and one of the promises I always made to myself, if I had children, I was going to be the greatest father ever. Okay, so I'm going to stay and try to make this thing work. And lo and behold, again, she does not appreciate me. Okay, even though she's gotten children from me diabolically, and now I'm still supposed to be able to navigate between this and make it work, and be a family and don't break up your and do all this crazy shit, right? And this is the stuff that I'm talking about that never gets even be able to unpack. You know what I'm saying? Just think of that. And like you said, you guys trust this brother talked about, hey, the woman of his dreams did the right thing, put her through school, property, had a child, and she didn't appreciate him. So what he had to do, again, make the best decision for him and move on. And another big thing, shout out to the brother George, man. Brother George, my bad. I gotta put these banners so people can see the names, man. My bad, man. Let me put short display names. So so y'all will understand, man. Listen, bruh, the craziest thing in the world is to see the woman you used to deal with try to replace you or try to get that nigga that's gonna be like you. And especially if when they try to bring him around to like make you jealous or some shit, and you like, damn, shawty, everybody after me has been a failure, been a horrible fucking, you know what I'm saying? What's the name? And people
Man,
think
they driving the cars I left. They living in the house I bought.
and,
You know what I'm saying?
and George, people think you
was the
bragging or people
man,
think
homie.
you're being, people think you being cocky or whatever. And bro, that's what I say. This is what the merciful part of the black men. Bro, you don't even mention it. You don't even talk about it. And you just sit
At
back living
all.
your life. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry to cut you off, Mr. Pence.
No,
I'm
go
really
ahead,
being
bro.
vulnerable right now because at the end of the day, like by sharing this, because I don't share it, I don't speak about it, and I
Yeah,
just deal with it. I live with it every
yeah.
day. And it's so crazy because like I try to be okay with the guy. I don't try to be buddy with him, but I try to be cordial with him due to the fact that she would never give me my son full time. She would never give me him and give me full custody. So you gonna grow up around these men that your mama having around you. So I have to try to at least have some type of insight on what type of guy this guy is
Bruh.
to fill him out and know that my son ain't around somebody that's gonna steer him down the wrong path. And
Thank
if
you,
he
bro.
is, I'm gonna be in his life hard enough to where I got more of the influence. You get what I'm saying? But it's only due to her willing whenever she decides to, you know what I'm saying? But it's like she cool, we good, and she's not on that with me. We rock out, but it's just the fact that, like how my man said, I hear it in her voice every time I pull off or we hang up the phone, or you know what I'm saying, when I come around, you sticking to me like glue, your man over there though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, why
exactly,
you right here?
exactly,
And it's like,
exactly.
man, I don't want to stray off of that, but I want to say one more thing. I don't want to hold the floor too long. But back into talking about what people been through with their moms, is like I love my mom so much. And back to what you were saying, is like my mama was the first woman that I ever fell in love with. You know what I'm saying? As a boy, you gonna fall in love with your mom. You gonna have that nurture. You know what I'm saying? And my daughters, they fell in love with me. I'm the example. You know what I'm saying? I got a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old, so they looking at me like every time I walk through the door, it's daddy. They on my arm, on my hip. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do no wrong in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the boys, the moms can't do no wrong in their eyes. So with my mom, where the contingent first came in, that was with discrepancies that we had throughout my childhood. And then as I progressed and worked through them, I still tried to, have that level of respect for my mom until I saw that it wasn't like that. And then I fast forward to an adult. I had a lot of, adversity in my life, like, through with my first child's mother. And, after that, I left her my house. I was living in garages, living in my truck, left all my cars, left everything, all my clothes. I was just out here. And, I found my way out of that. You know what I'm saying? And once I started to see how I really found my way out of that, when I corrected my relationship with my mom, when I got to really, like the guy, what's his name, Khalil X, like how he said, go talk to your mom. And when I really got to have a heart to heart with my mom, and she really broke down and told me sorry when I let her know everything that she put me through made me feel. I'm your oldest son. I'm protecting you. I'm trying to be the leader. My dad not there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was just deep. You know what I'm saying? It was deep. This conversation really brought something out of me. I didn't think I would be understanding this, but
Hey man,
it's
shout
the
to you,
truth.
man. Shout to you.
It's the truth.
Hey, what was jacked
I
up though
appreciate it.
in the whole thing is like society as a whole, especially for you. You know what I'm saying? It's telling you you can't, visualize or even display the whole battery of emotions at any point in time. You're supposed to be this John Henry S type mug that is disposable. When you get away, we're gonna throw you away like one of them Dixie cups. You know what I'm saying? And that's truly jacked up on all kinds of levels. So it's like, damn, that's all you see me as a utility to be disposed of, for real. Damn,
Yeah,
man.
I hear that, but it's like I stepped out of that mindset once I kind of corrected that relationship with my mom and we really got to talk. So it's like now I have a different type of outlook and a different type of respect for women. I always respected women, but it's like the way I look at them is different. I understand that it's by their design, kind of like uh, Mr. Fantastic was saying. Like it's by design that I'm this way. It's kind of like a programming thing. So I look at it differently because I kind of got to break through that barrier with my mom for her to really see. You get what I'm saying? Like this is what you created due to the fact of the things that you put me through, and despite that, I wanted to be better. You get what I'm saying? So it's like we got to really work through that, and it's like now me and my mom have a great relationship. You know what I'm saying? But it's like at first I really didn't want to be around her, or you know what I'm saying, even as an adult. But it's like once we got to work through that, it's so deep. It's deep, man. That shit for real.
So, Mr. Fantastic, I want to hear. I'm really interested to hear your opinion on why Black women are more susceptible to this style of parenting, and why it seems to be so appealing to them. Because I have my opinion. You could probably guess.
Yeah.
But I would love to, because I respect your opinion, your
No,
intellect.
no, it's
So
cool, and I appreciate it, brother. And the reason I will put on it, man, again, is due to their ideology as to where they're a product of the system as to where they're the holy cow. They can't be, you know what I'm saying? They're deified. The black mother, again, even though it was a crack fiend mama, always was a black queen mama, right? And we come to find out that whole fucking song, man, Tupac talking about his daddy being dead. This nigga daddy alive and well. You know what I'm saying? He dead. But his mama was not only, she keeping him away from him, you know what I'm saying? All this different shit and so on and so forth. To the point of where, I don't know if he told someone else that, that was his father, because he said, hell, he died. So I don't even know what was that. Was that just for rap? Was it just for fucking purposes? Or did she actually tell this man that his father died? You know what I'm saying? Who knows, right? At this point, but it just shows you the level, man, of deception and just diabolical fucking bullshit that women are willing to be on. And especially, like I said, if and when you experience this yourself. Bro, I've experienced this shit. I experienced like a woman that at one point in time told me she loved me, she cared about me, and she wanted to spend the rest of her life with me. Use my kids as a weapon because that was the best way and the most way to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She knew that.
yeah, me too.
So when we go through that, man, it's a hard thing where I say, really, bro, it needs to be a study done, and it needs to be a lot of these women, but it's going to have to be some things where these women that are the worst of the worst actually sits down and has an honest conversation with some type of psychiatrist or psychologist or therapist or something, so we can see what the hell is going on. Because, bro, we're never going to get a honest answer. The craziest thing about a woman, bro, is like, a woman will literally take shit to the grave, as they say, in her hatred, in her just her vitriol, her vengeance,
They don't want
or
to look in
whatever.
that mirror.
Yeah,
They don't want to
the
look in the
woman's
mirror.
scorn. And that's why I tell you guys, man, the only person a lot of the times that can get that is that son. Okay. And unfortunately, again, you don't even get it during your childhood, but you get it in your adulthood, to get a woman to come clean and admit to the wrong that she's done. The minute she deal with from an intimate standpoint, bro. Again, bro, how many times you done heard of a nigga finding out on his deathbed, getting that apology, and people telling you or whatever, right? Or even some sons in that case, you know what, baby, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because why? Because you never forced the issue. You never brought your mom to the thing of what she had to be accountable. And that's a problem. Most of these women, man, black women see black women be not held accountable for an entire lifetime. These black women grow up watching mama, you know what I'm saying? Mama came up to the school and cussed everybody out and nobody did nothing. You know, everybody got scared. Everybody just, everybody stepped back and let mama cuss them out. And, you know what I'm saying? So again, man, it's just this repetitive thing as to where men have not stepped up into the point of being men. And that's what we're changing. Men are being like, no, God damn it, you're not gonna motherfucking, I'm a man. Okay. Man's supposed to lead, men's supposed to be in fucking charge. And shout out to the boomers, shout out to the old niggas, but they was on that, happy wife, happy life bullshit. And bro, that's just not the way. We're here to change that motherfucking bullshit narrative that's been failing for, you know what I'm saying, for the last 40 to 50 years. And we're trying to rectify it now, bro. So I would say, man, a big part of the reason why is because it's been years on years on years of the black woman going unchecked and people not being willing to motherfucking, have that, uncomfortable conversation, especially with their moms, man. That's my thing.
But you know what, Mr. Fantastic? You know what? It just came to me. And I always say this. This is a first world problem. If we was in the third world, in the Middle East, Indonesia, Cambodia, we would have this problem because the women know how important it is for a man to be there. We're dealing with first world problems, feminist problems. Let the welfare cut out. Let them cut off welfare. Let them cut off food stamps, Section 8. Let all that cut out. And they know to depend on a man with a job. Watch how fast the motherfuckers straighten up. But as long as they know they can deal with a man, they don't have to deal with a man, and good old Uncle Sam will give them food stamps, Section 8, HUD, we're going to have this problem.
Yeah, I agree with with your sacred cow. I agree with the sacred cow and the race to the bottom. And I believe that's our job too, as men, to slay those sacred cows and to hold up the original standard. And the race to the bottom, what you have is a new substandard replacing the original. And that's what we complain about a lot, that we can't find this old school type of sentiment, right? It's a race to the bottom. And now there's a new standard, and the new young ones who are born have no idea about the original standard. It's a race to the bottom. The substandard is completely acceptable to them. And you an old nigga for even bringing up what banana pudding used to taste like, right? So yeah, sacred cows and the race to the bottom, because we don't understand how powerful the race to the bottom. It's a business analogy, right? People are born not knowing what a Big Mac used to taste like, and you can't show them and make them want to like. You can't make them want to go back to that. This is good. This is it. And I'm not old, so I probably wouldn't even like that. That's how they replace the standard. I mean, who would ever think? When I was a child, I wouldn't think, when Sir Mix-a-Lot was making this song, I wouldn't think that in 2023 that black women would be the biggest purchasers of the BBL, even though it's deadly, right? So it's like, yeah, it's a race to the bottom. It's a new standard. And the sacred cow, unable to slay the sacred cow, that's the matriarchy, right? I mean, that's the gynocracy, right? When you're not willing to.
My bad, perfect. There's no sacred cows, and there shouldn't be, not in society like that, especially when somebody's like, not upholding a certain standard for yourself or for a certain group. I'll just say it like that. And like, there are more and more viral videos coming out showing you that, hey, maybe the crack fiend wasn't a black queen. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, man. Like, and it's happening left and right. And Fantastic said it. He said it the other day. Damn, I forgot exactly how you said it. Damn, man. Hold up. I'm gonna figure it out.
Which stream?
It was his last stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I agree. It shouldn't be any sacred cows. I think that's what Mr. Fantastic was saying. But it's this conversation we're having today, which is a very powerful conversation that my mother passed away and she got sick a couple of years ago. So she didn't make it through when everybody got sick. And for everybody listening, don't take it for granted. You know, it's a lot of trauma we have in this space toward Black women, and we not really ready to have these conversations. I get it. I've been traumatized. I had the same conversations that Mr. Fantastic was saying, but we take for granted that you'll be able to have this conversation. I had to have this conversation with my mama after her passing. So I'm having it on my knees. You know what I'm saying? So take advantage if you got the, even though it might be difficult as men, this conversation, because it's scars that make a monster. There's scars to be this creature, to be the guard dog. When Khalil was talking about, everybody knew that's his mama right there. My mama was that same mama. Would go to the liquor store late at night. Why even go to the liquor store late? Because. So yeah, man, this conversation, and this is growth. This is healing. This is why the brotherhood is so important, to have a soft landing for young men to be able to have this type of conversation, because I'm glad this brother felt comfortable to come here, and that's an attribute to you, Mr. Fantastic. And you should be able to have this conversation, because this is healthy. And this is to help you grow in your character as a father. I've been talking about the complexities of fatherhood and being a husband for those people who espouse to be monks. But this is how you... This is the level of genius and complexity that you will show to raise those children to be good humans. This, and you having the wherewithal to have this conversation with strangers, man, I commend you on that, brother, man. You too,
well, bro, I try, man. I keep telling you guys this, man. Hey, I've been doing this for the same reason since day one, man. I told you guys, I'm never gonna be on some, fuck this shit or so on and so forth, bro. I have sons, man. I mean, I love my daughter to death, but I, as a Black man, understand the importance. Like you said, the complexities and the stuff that we go through that nobody else, man, could ever experience, right? And the only way he's going to learn it is from me and men like me, right? And even just me, myself, I can never teach my sons everything in every situation, because I've never seen everything in every situation. So what you brothers do is help me as being a better man, of course, and being aware of the pitfalls and the snares, the good things too, not just the negatives, but the positives that you can experience in life, man, by having a different perspective and just learning how to avoid things or learn how to embrace things. Like you said, man, the nuance and the complexity, bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's indescribable, really, because and we've been so beat down, man. We've been so just all this negative shit put on you. You know what I'm saying? People talk about the media aspect, right, that you guys gave the Black women. But again, I grew up in a time to where, hey, man, you lucky to live to be 21. You even luckier if you hit it to be 25. Sell rocks or have a mean jump shot. All this shit that we were inundated with, as kids and so on and so forth. In the birth of, gangster rap and trap music and all this shit and so on and so forth, bro. We were a part of that. We experienced all of this. Yet still we're here positive, trying to fix, these things and help Black men become better and change this whole fucking thing around that was way fucked up before we even got here. You know what I'm saying? Because we are taking a responsibility as men, right, to step up and be the leaders. You know what I'm saying? And people are going to say, oh, you niggas just on the internet talking and so on and so forth, man. But again, people literally pay motherfuckers to sit down on the couch and do what? Talk.
Yeah,
Hundreds of dollars an hour.
Okay?
Hey,
fantastic. How does anything start? It starts with an idea, right? And you got to spread that idea.
True hype, and that's what I'm saying. Black men are the only people that can't do this. Women can do it. Fucking, alternative lifestyle people can do it. White men, any other type of man can get on and say and speak their mind and their experiences, help each other out, or complain or holler, yell, scream, cuss motherfuckers out, do anything. But niggas do it. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's cool when they do it.
Now,
right?
Right. It's cool when they do it.
Now, you see what we got to. You see what we got to at the end of all this. Now, the brother that was here earlier that was trying to cause confusion, that was his job, because he understood what we were talking about.
Exactly.
He was here to make the discourse, man. He was here to fuck it up and get us derailed off topic so we wouldn't get to what we at right now.
Well, again, man, and that's why I say I try my best to let anybody come up that wants to have anything to say or whatever. Hey, man, I'm cool. I'm with it, or so on and so forth. Because I don't want this to be an echo chamber. I don't want anyone to ever think that, oh, them niggas just gonna, sit around and agree. Again, and shout out to Perfect Timing, because Perfect Timing gave a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? And his views versus mine, and so on and so forth. And the brother that just came up, George, had different things. But that's what I'm saying, man. It's why conversation is very, very important. Black men are limited in expressing ourselves, especially in a group setting, because you don't want to be soft. You don't want to be that puss ass nigga. Oh, you know what I'm saying? All this negative shit, right? So, you know, we're gonna, hey man, with maturity, you come to understand, bro. It's not all about you got to be the hardest nigga in the room.
I've learned a lot tonight.
I said, bro, I told a female that at work. I said, don't get it twisted. Men can be tough. We can be leaders and all that, but at the end of the day, we got feelings just like everybody else. Don't think that when you see Trump on TV, he that man, he that shit. At the end of the day, when he get home with his wife, he's stressing just like how we feel. He got to say he don't cry just like we do. We all got feelings. And I guess they think we robots. That's what they do on furniture to them. We robots.
Yeah, black man ain't supposed to have no emotions. But KP, go ahead, take us home, brother. What you got?
I'm gonna close it out, man. Like I said in the super chat, Black Panther mother keeps her son away from the Black Panther father. Huh? Haven't we seen this shit before? But look, it's funny though, because in 2023, when they dropped that Wakanda Forever, what did they do when they showed you at the end of the movie? They showed you at the end of the movie that that he had a child out of wedlock, quote unquote, right? The king of Wakanda already dead. They already celebrated his death in the beginning of the movie, right? All bald head, superhero women. This shit is crazy, bro. It's like a serious psyop, and then the women don't even see it, and they act like they don't know what they watching, but they participate in the game full throttle, and they run down the whole game plan all the way down, and then say, "Hey, come help me." Afterwards, nah, I can't come help you. You a terrorist. I don't help terrorists.
Yep. Especially going against their own interests. So, like I said, man, they separate themselves and then declare, you know, diplomatic immunity and separatism and all this and superiority, right? All of this shit, man, to say that we ain't with them niggas over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
On some
That's
don't
crazy.
trust them niggas over there type
That's
shit, man. It's
crazy,
crazy.
too.
Yeah. But hey, man, I greatly appreciate all you brothers for coming up, man. This is a wonderful conversation, man. You know, we're a little bit longer, but it's well worth it. I invite you brothers to always come up, man. Go ahead.
10-4 Tuesday. What Tuesday gonna be about?
I got it working up. I got a couple things working up, man. I got to decide what 10-4 Tuesday is gonna be about, man. It's a couple things, bro. There's a lot of shit going right now. 10-4 Tuesday is gonna be deep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These next coming weeks, man. But hey, again,
Hey, I dropped that link in the back again for you, Fantastic. And
okay, I got it.
anybody
Yeah,
else that don't got
I
the
bookmarked it. I greatly appreciate you, bro.
yeah.
But
All
hey,
right,
man,
got it, man. Go ahead, get that set up, guys.
for sure. Hey, man, appreciate y'all for pulling up on me, bro. That's that on that one. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Holla.